welcome to Liches and Witches Ragtag Bunch. It's been 4 weeks since we've last played, so we're going to do a catch up from previous sessions. First thing we're going to start off with is make sure you've liked and subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you're following our Twitch, and like our Facebook as well. It's all in the chat. So, last session, 4 weeks ago, you finally killed Balthazar.
What a dick.
Well, thank God. However, Prince Tamil died in the process, and there seems to be a bit of an emotional rift between the party from that. If you guys want to obviously check out the latest video, you'll see, and it's very emotional.
If not, I killed him. It was fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I got upset.
We all got upset.
Exactly, and that's why you need to watch the last episode. Do it. So, they finally killed Balthazar. They've left the crypt. They went back to Riverford and rested, and then they're now at Pilferreach. They've returned to Pilferreach because Drogon wanted to hunt down one of the ringleaders from the Burned Company, Bastard, who was rumoured to be found in this area. And upon arriving at Pilferreach, there was a crime scene, and he's been killed just before Drogon could get to him. So
Lucky bastard.
yeah, lucky bastard. So we're literally kicking off where the party had just found Brand, the female member of Order of Denier, who they had fought with previously, allied as essentially with, and she's invited them back to the keep just outside Pilferreach, which is owned by the Order of Denier, to kind of catch up essentially and see what on earth you've been doing for the last, say, I think 2 months you've been away. So it's raining, it's very, very dark, and yes, so you are, I think, just outside the crime scene and this outside the inn. Ansem and Drogon have just come back out, and Brand has left to go to the keep, and assuming that you'll either just follow. So, what's everyone's plan doing? Are you going to follow Brand? Are you going to go to an inn? What do you fancy doing? How's everyone feeling after that?
Oh, follow Brand. I reckon Melville will probably be close.
Yeah.
I don't normally agree with you going and murdering, but yeah, we should probably go see what's going on out west.
Okay.
Some things to tell them.
To the small keep in Pilferreach. You three, what's the plan? Just for this bit in the evening of Pilferreach.
Go to keep.
Go to the keep. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be sticking with Drogon. I mean, he's the only one who's got my back right now.
Okay. Erebus.
Well,
Is it because he was unconscious?
I'm
during
slightly
that time?
insulted by Salazar's suggestion.
No, it's
but I
because he
don't
gave me a
support
fist
him,
bump
but,
for
yeah.
killing me.
Brand kind of took your arm. She was very happy to see you. So you've got this kind of long relationship with her already. So you know you can get on with her. Okay, so you head to the small Order of Denier keep on the west side of the town. It's still raining quite heavily, so all the people you're traversing have got like their cloaks up, trying to keep out of the rain. A few people are like sheltered in cubby holes and alleyways, and you make your way further up along the street. You see the same automaton-esque guards outside the keep, and you see a few kind of members kind of leaving the fort. You see them kind of packing away gear. They look to be in a rush. You don't recognise any of the members. You head towards the gatehouse, and you see Brand's horse kind of put away in the stables. Oh, there you go. Rubber juggling. And then
Tato is goddamn thing.
and yes, you make your way into the keep. Brand comes down and welcomes you and goes, I'm glad you'll come and join us for the evening. You're all hungry, yes?
Yeah.
Alright, well, five bowls of something warm. Follow me to the dining hall, and we'll catch up. And she kind of orders the gatekeepers to kind of let you pass without trouble, and she kind of welcomes you into the keep. She hasn't met Salazar properly. She kind of gives you a bit of the eye and goes, "Sorry, I don't think we've met. Brandolin."
Salazar, mate.
Friend killer.
She looks at you and goes, "Every time I meet you, there is always something going on."
I don't shake her hand, by the way.
She kind of offers it out and goes, "Oh,
You shake his thin out.
okay, well," finger guns you and goes, "Okay." She kind of goes off towards the keep. She kind of nods to a few members of the Order of Denier, and she opens the door for you all, and she goes, "So, Necromancer, tell me."
What about me?
No, not you. The one that we sent you to go kill.
Oh,
Baraka
right.
told me.
Yeah.
Which what, the doctor?
Yes, I've heard that he was called that.
Yeah, that was fun.
I like how you said which one.
So tell me about him. So, how did he work? What was-
Deeply unpleasant, and he had a tower made of bodies.
You know what? It wasn't that memorable actually.
No. He was unpleasant, he wasn't nice, and he had a tower full of what I assume were
So
bodies.
you killed him quite easily. Oh,
Yeah,
how's
the
he
whole
getting his
event
bodies?
seemed quite unmemorable. Really, it's not really saying.
She looks at Ansem. She's dealt with you a few times, mostly through kind of the books and things like that. She didn't make it inside. She goes, "You've only met really once,"
Yeah.
and she kind of looks at you and goes,
It's the hand, isn't it?
She kind of
The bones do it.
she looks at you and goes, and she goes towards Erebos and goes, "A lot has happened since you left, hasn't it?"
Nope.
Okay, let's sit down. She's you following her through this winding staircase going up into the keep, and she opens out into a dining room. There's a large cauldron bubbling away. You can get the smell of kind of like a stew. There's freshly baked bread on the table as well. And she kind of opens her arms out and says, "Please sit."
Take a seat.
Yeah, why not?
Sit down.
She gets there and you hear the sound of of wine jar being kind of pulled up and filling up several cups. And she kind of hands it out.
It's
and
prick
goes-
up at this point.
And she goes,
Raging.
"Please," and she puts it in the centre of the table. And she goes, "Okay." And
I
she,
take the jug.
she
You
sit-
share, you share.
I thought
She-
you were going to
she
call him
sits-
dog then.
Yeah,
Share dog.
the table is this long kind of a rectangular table. She's kind of invited you to the seats on the side, and she sits at the head of the table essentially. And she goes, "So, tell me everything since you've left. You feel very different from when we first met, and
Okay, what has happened since
we
we
met
left?
since Pilferreach. What have you
Someone
done?"
died yesterday.
Yeah.
Day before.
Yeah, that happened.
How long has it been? Someone's died every day.
Well, it's not every day you kill a prince, is it?
She looks at you and goes,
No, this is Tuesdays.
So-
It's not every day you get to murder someone's friends, is it?
Well, could be. Can make it today if you like.
she looks at you and goes,
Do you want to go outside, mate?
"Yeah."
Can,
She goes,
can
"Hey,
we
hey, hey."
save it till after dinner, guys, please.
Whether you two are going to fight, you're already half dead.
Holding backs, holding backs, holding backs.
"It's not worth it, Brian." She looks at you and goes, "No, seriously, like, you went to deal with the doctor, but you're away for quite some time.
Yeah.
What on earth have you done else?"
Side missions. I mean,
Something else.
I mean, not for
Fetch
War
quests.
Waken. Yeah.
So, you familiar with Balthazar? Did you?
Yeah, well, I've heard of his Wonderland. It
Yeah,
supposedly
we
shut up shop
we went there.
a while ago.
Yeah, we went there. That was horrible.
Oh God.
I had my family. We went there. We got my family. I'm not getting into details because it was.
You have a
deeply
reunion with them recently.
Yeah, well, quite recently. So yeah, that happened. Then we went north, and some other terrible. Actually, what did happen when we were up in?
There was like the doctor guy.
Oh yeah,
And then once there was the doctor, there was vampires.
vampires.
And then once there was vampires, and there was a lot of blah 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 blah.
There's a lot of vampires. A lot of.
People being dicks. Have you ever heard of the Burn Company?
Some guild.
Yeah.
They finished it years ago though.
Yeah.
Oh, we went to Temple of Denier as well. You guys weren't there, but it was me and Erebos.
Oh, you found a shrine.
Yeah.
And in it, you found the cards?
Yeah, there was a dude in there. He was petrified by the Gorgon.
Oh.
That
Well,
was brutally beaten down.
I'll put a call out to see if any knights turn up.
He should have been here before us, really.
Yeah, he said he was heading straight to Raka.
Do you know how long he was out? Because we've been moving around, so he may be going to an old location. If he's not obviously asking people, that'd be a bit weird, because obviously
Wow.
the tower is obviously shielded by illusion magic.
Wow.
So, okay, so you went and dealt with the Balthazar. I heard he was on an island, so
Yep.
you went east,
Yep.
but then you went to Oxenburt, yes?
That was.
So you went
Can
north.
you bring the map down? Sorry.
We'll bring up the map for everyone at home.
Yeah. Well, I can't see where we come.
So here we go.
There we go.
So everyone went, find my mouse.
All the way up. North.
So you went from Baraka's Keep here,
Oh yeah.
all
So
the way along to Pilferreach.
So we went to Riverford, then we went to Gladeholm, got a boat from Gladeholm, got up to Wonderland.
See, this is just like a big blur.
Wonderland.
You don't remember a whole lot, do you? You've had some serious shit go down.
Well, she leans. She kind of
I
leans to
mean-
Erebos and goes, "What's happened to him?"
I mean,
He's retired.
Yeah.
He died.
Oh God!
Yeah.
But you're not dead now.
Well, that's his official excuse. I mean, we were there, something Hellfire, next to see, he's just chilling in a pub, so...
Oh.
He'd
Oh,
be a bit of a
that's
cunt
very
ever since,
bizarre.
to be honest.
So you went from Balthazar's Wonderland to back to Gladeholm.
You'll be dying.
Yeah, we went back to Gladeholm and then we went north, all the way friggin' north up to up past Dryren, up to Oxenburg.
if I do die.
Oh, to Oxenburg.
Yeah.
And then you went to the.
Then we went
Town.
west to we went to Violetfeld. I think someone threatened to
Possibly.
knock down someone's house. Was that you?
No.
Was that you?
I destroyed someone's toilet and then
Oh,
I
yeah,
took
that's-
ownership as well.
Oh God, yeah.
I remember that.
And then
She goes.
Big
You've
meal,
been-
big meal.
we've been busy. Yeah,
You've been very
We've
busy.
been busy. It's been unpleasant. We're still doing this.
So you retrieved the doctor's staff.
Okay,
About that.
that's my bad.
About that.
My bad entirely.
You remember this?
Yeah, I
Actually, I
remember
might need
this.
to do a history.
No, I think you do remember this one. This is the one you
Okay,
checked for the
yes.
whole thing.
I got
You got that.
23.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that got destroyed when I died.
Oh, well.
Same with apparently our purse.
Yeah, he had all our money and.
I mean,
our-
That's what Drogon keeps insisting anyway. I don't believe him.
Okay.
I mean, come on, look at him. You'll trust him, really.
Okay, so. Right, so hold on. So you.
Because I know
dealt
you
with-
don't trust yourself.
You dealt with the doctor, you got the staff,
I
then you
trust
died, then the staff got destroyed.
He got blown up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine, at least. At least the power of the staff can't be used for evil
What did it
intent.
do? Do
So-
you know?
Well, that's what Baraka wanted it for. I'm guessing he wanted to look at it and
Oh,
see what the hell's going on. No, I don't think that's in his remit, to be honest. He's a beholder, sure, but he's turned. He's by the will of Denier.
That and, beholders don't have hands.
That's very true. He kind of
Beholders
does
don't
the
have
same
hands.
arm thing as well.
Yeah, but
Then
it's
how
still
do
a
they
hand.
be
Yeah, yeah.
holding things? Beholders don't have hands. But then how do they be holding things?
She looks at you. She kind of forwards a person into the room. Kind of a house hand that comes in, takes it with a load of bowls. They kind of take a load of the stew that's been bubbling away in the kind of fireplace, and gives you all a large bowl full. Another person comes in with kind of like roasted vegetables and things. You go, please, help yourselves.
Oh,
Eat as much as you can.
Oh, take the cauldron.
Yeah. She goes, so.
Hang on, let me touch that. It might be a bit too hot for you.
Oh.
I will literally grab that and give
Constitution.
it to you. Constitution?
Go on, Constitution. See how if you can actually handle the hot
Well, it should
pot.
12 plus 6, so...
Fine. If you got
18.
like a 5 or something, I would have your hands singe for like 2 damage or something. She was like,
I wouldn't even take that either then.
no, it'd be hard. Wouldn't it? Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. So she goes. Well, that's incredibly mad that you've done all of that. But the main thing is that you've done what was needed, and Baraka will be happy to see you. We've had to put up a few more defences at the tower, so if you want to go back to see Baraka, I'll have to accompany you. There's been some something in the woods, and we are currently investigating the issue.
The tower, does it have any passive effects on undead?
No, it's more in the sense of it's illusion magic to not be seen.
Okay.
But don't worry, you won't.
No, I wasn't talking about me.
Oh? She looks at you and goes, oh, so you're alive?
I mean, do I look dead?
She points to the hand.
I mean, that's not all of me.
No, but as a
See, it's
percentage
real,
split, you're doing better
No,
than
I'm
most.
talking about the mithril. The walking mithril.
Oh, and she kind of looks to the other one and goes, well, like, just keep him in check. We understand that necromancy is a licensed magic within the colleges, but just don't piss anyone off. You know the rules.
I'm a delight.
She looks at you and goes, yes. So, she kind of gets up, as she hasn't taken a bowl, she's still got a cup of wine, and goes, there are some beds on the floor above, please rest. I'll be up in the morning. If you require a journey westwards, I'll accompany you, as I need to go return to the tower, to speak to Baraka about the issue in the woods. However, if you don't, that's fine. Just let me know. Just, you know, then send me a message. She leaves and goes towards... And he goes, oh, and Melvor got your message through, and he says, hope you're well. And she leaves.
Who's this Melville?
Oh, he's a friend of mine.
Oh, good friend, bad friend?
Oh, I got to give him a knife.
Ah! Well, I like the sound of that. Let me know if you need a hand.
Oh, will do.
So, players, what are you doing? Where are you going to go? What's everyone's priorities?
Well, you know that
Going west.
south is mine. Like, it's not even.
Anson wants to go west.
There's no questions here. Yeah, go south. I mean, I feel like I'm on a time that I'm like finding the burn company guy. Don't know how long they're going to be there. I want to head south.
Drogon wants to head south.
Like that guy's not going to leave his tower.
three?
He's just going to be.
I got to follow
fit through the door.
my
He'll be
person
there in a
who
week.
I
He'll be there today.
bid my services in. So
2 south, 1 west.
Yeah, I'm happy to go south this time. We can come back to Baraka. I know you aren't the questions that need answering, but
I mean, this is a democracy, I'm afraid, Ansem, so...
So I don't place a vote.
Well, it's
It's not going to go my way. Might as well not
it's
place
3
vote.
south and what? Either way. So, the general consensus is south.
let's
So,
go south. Go south for a bit. I could do with some less weird shit.
Everyone wants some more warm weather. Let's go south.
it is March, to be fair. Okay.
Actually, tell you what, I can send my eagle to if you want to send a message to Baraka.
No.
No, you have nothing to say to Baraka.
No,
No.
probably best for an actual conversation.
Actual conversation. We'll come back to Baraka. He ain't going anywhere.
Let's hope not.
No, I mean, like,
Really don't think he's going anywhere.
could he fit through the doors in the building? Just saying. Gold is quite big.
I don't think he built a tower around him to keep.
No, it's I mean, it's like a
What
little
I'm
baby
worried
bit
about
older.
is this ominous thing that's they need the bolstering defences for. Because I almost guarantee it.
yeah,
If
they
we-
did say something about the woods, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Something about
Thank
the
you.
Woods.
Yeah.
What woods?
What kind of thing is in this in the woods?
She's left.
Hmm.
She's left you. She's gone to her room. What?
Right,
You
I'll
gotta
get
go-
up
go-
and
go-
try and figure out where she's gone then.
Yeah. Okay. You get up.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Uh,
You get up. You kind of look around. You hear sounds of footsteps going upstairs. So you assume she's going upstairs. You kind of rush up and you end up at the balcony, kind of roof terrace that you previously met her at when you first came to Pilferreach, and she's just standing, kind of looking westwards, kind of watching the river as it goes, and she you can almost see Riverford in the distance as well. And she goes,
While looking
"Oh,
west.
hi. Again, we haven't probably met." And she goes,
let's do away with the pleasantries. What's this about the woods?
"Woods. Well, ever since the kind of corruption rising in the north, there's been other issues that we've been fighting, and we have had sightings of creatures in the woods that we wasn't able to explain.
What do they look like?
We
What
had
type of creature is it?
we had a report from a hunter who was deep in the woods. They were hunting something, and then something came out of the shadows and tried to attack them. They managed to get on their horse and ride as fast as they could to Pilferreach. They're talking random. Well, we didn't really understand what they were saying. They kind of said these kind of creatures, but they were kind of undead, and we don't really know. So we've sent a few of our knights and our order to go look for the issues, to kind of look for them and see what's going on. And they'll dispatch them quite easily, but you know.
Let me guess, you ain't heard back from them.
Well, we only sent them obviously about a day and a half ago. We expect them back actually 2 days time. They're going to go quite in the woods. We kind of want them to scour it quite well.
Is that a Ventian? Oh, I mean, I'm not even in this room, so
Left. So, the woods are here.
Oh, those woods.
These woods. Westwards. So we sent our paladin and a few members of our order westwards, into the woods. Yes. To go and find out what happened. We don't know what's going on. But, again, it's always best to be prepared.
Well, I hope they are prepared. Fought a couple of undead lately.
Yeah, one dead.
Horrid little things, isn't they?
Indeed. But luckily we have the Power of Denier, and it seems like that does quite well against the undead.
Well, not always. You know what gods are like.
Indeed. But we are blessed.
Right, well, I'll go mention this to the others.
She nods towards you. She goes, I can't help notice the your weapon. It's
Well,
not of this world, is it?
Well, the spear. No, it's not. Stole it. Pried it from the hands of an abyssal creature.
She goes to you and goes, So how do you end up with this lot then?
Well, I bid my service to the other elf, not the one with the weird arm.
Oh,
Yeah, following around the party, learning how to fight.
okay.
You know, well, learning methods of way of killing people, glory, power, you know, that kind of thing.
Interesting. Okay.
They're just
Oh.
pawns to me.
Well, let me put it this way. I've seen a few people come and go in this group. They don't seem to hang around for long. So just, watch your back.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
She nods to you and goes, well, good evening. And
Cool.
sleep on.
Yeah,
She kind of
well,
looks-
I'll try.
And she kind of looks across, kind of continues looking northwards and westwards. You head back down, I guess?
Yeah, I'll repeat the information about the weird undead things in the woods, and that the fact that it's not that far from the south direction that we'll
close.
probably be heading in, I assume. So
Yeah, I
we
mean,
can have a look at it on the way, I guess.
am I crazy in thinking at some point there was someone mentioning something about an undead army near Amberglade? That was a little while ago, right?
That rings a bell. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
some
definitely
vague-
rings a bell.
Yeah,
Vague-
well,
A long time
My
ago.
nemesis.
Oh, history checks.
My nemesis.
If you can't remember something personally, feel free to roll a history
19.
check for your character. 19. You
20. Oh, sorry.
That-
with my history
That's a
on
nat
top.
20.
Nat 20 plus 22, so 22. in total.
Drogon just said, I'm guessing you're going to say this out loud.
Sure,
so
why
it's
not?
easier for everyone. So, Drogon, you remember several things. Mysterios and his undead creatures from the cave at the shipwreck, the strange creature that you impaled using a thunderbolt,
Oh, yeah.
has come back several times to try and hunt you down. He has been spotted in Erebos's dreams with undead creatures. Erebos's dreams also noted that he had an undead army with him as well. Not at his command, but with him. You've also, when you were going to Balthazar's Wonderland by ship, you were attacked by 2 deep-sea scions who were assassins sent by Mysterios. And you also know that Adventus, the wizard who got who disappeared, the prince was worried about, Scryborn did some scrying and pulled out a kind of like a coin purse that had kind of blood all over it and barnacles. So you know that Mysterios has been hunting down wizards. You also know that Mysterios is after you. No, not you. You. He wants to kill you. He wants you alive. Doesn't know about you three. And he also wants Morgrove, the young Order of Denier paladin that saved Ansem previously.
This is the barn.
In the barn when you were first going to see Baraka.
Barn. I don't remember.
And they
Of
said
course
they,
you remember the barn.
Are we talking about that like smouldering?
That barn!
they've
Barn,
just said
what, that
they
was
sent
standing.
like some
Barn.
paladins into that woods. So
Then I have to
think we
ask
should
again, did
probably
I
head
make
there.
it up that when we were in Riverford there was some people who were fighting in Amberglade and then had retreated back up there because it was overrun and they were losing the battle against some...
Very true. So when you were coming from Oxenburt back to Riverford, outside Ravenloft, you had encountered several
Oh,
deserters
they were the deserters, yeah. I
from
thought
the
someone had told
Emperor's
us.
legions who were defeated in battle but survived against the undead legions that were with Mysterios
Look at
back
that.
in Amberglade. Look at that.
Some
You know
memory
more than
on
you
that. I
realise.
didn't even need my roll my history check up.
Look at that. You remember more than you realise. So,
With all this knowledge, I'm just going to be like, oh, by the way, blah, 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 what he just said. Go.
so
I know.
Drogon says all of that in Drogon's voice.
Everyone's like, why are you talking to us? So I'm going to say
We
that
do
chances
full,
are there's probably
three
going to
white
be...
monkeys.
So I'm pretty sure that what we're looking at here is some sort of zombie marine thing, and they're probably sending out advanced scouts, right? So even more reason to go to Petronos before that disappears under their reign, and then we can come back up, and hopefully we'll get to Perinos before their armies do. Although if they were already at Amberglade, they probably haven't got that far already.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
my
they're
thought.
coming from the east.
Are they? Yeah, exactly. So they're going to be coming from Amberglade, probably stopped by the Crag Mountains, coming up there, and they're probably
If they're
down
coming
near
from
Paradise.
the water, then would they not be coming up?
Out the river.
From Amberley. Up that way.
but they could cut straight through the grasslands
Well, I mean,
and then come in.
we've never
stealthily.
really been on the.
Just because
north
we haven't
side
been
of
there
the
doesn't mean
east.
they can't go there.
No.
You
But
haven't
like,
unlocked that part of the map yet.
like,
Well, there's
so-
things to kill in the woods. Let's go kill the
Of course
things.
you
in the
want
woods.
to kill
Just a little
something. That's
bit
all
down.
you want to do.
tiny.
Well,
bit
yeah.
down. Alright, so
Marathon.
yeah. Let's arguably say that they were
You
coming
agree?
from the shore.
Killing things
No.
is fun.
There's a difference between Erebos and you.
Yeah, Erebos kills discreetly.
No.
Well, I say
Erebos
that, but
kills
you
for the right cause.
oh, and
You're just a
stomping on a
murderer.
dwarf's
Anson,
head
Anson,
in an arena
The right
for
cause
the
is
right
us,
cause.
so they're both doing it.
Sorry?
I said the right cause is us. They kill for us.
No. There's
He's got
a
time.
difference.
He's on it.
Well,
There
got
is
your
a, there
pets,
is a big
and
difference.
they all kill for us. Him.
No, he does not. I
He
don't
does
want
not
him
kill
part
for
of
us.
our group. Straight up, don't want to work with him.
It's alright. Don't really want to work with anyone.
He's talking about me.
Okay.
Right, in that case, I'll go to the woods then.
So,
Wow. Oh my god, you don't want to fight for about it.
Well, if you want to fight, I'll fight. It's up to you, mate.
So, well, we kill the
Come on.
things in the woods, and then we go down south.
well, we're going to kill the things in the woods. That's going to take a long time if there's a whole army.
I think it's just a few
How army?
creatures.
There's probably going to be a couple of scouts for the army. Like, when have you ever had a battle that isn't scouting the terrain in front, right? They're probably just taking Amberglade. The whole army is probably
So-
close to that shrine near that we were at when we first met. And probably going towards Perinos. There's probably scouts that are both going north, up past the Crag Mountains through Valencia Woods, going well east past towns I've never even heard of or been to, and there's probably a couple of scouts, little parties coming up this way, working out what the thing is. I say we go to Perinos, go see the sites, check out the museums, have a
say.
If you
couple
wanna
of
fight,
drinks
just
before
say.
that's
No.
completely fine. Place the
How,
earth by
do
oncoming
how does
zombie
your
invasion.
character feel about people that say?
Postcards.
Yeah. I mean, let's not bother
Yeah.
ourselves with
Um,
defeating 5 people when there's a whole army about to destroy a city.
It depends
And
on
while we're there,
situation.
might as well kill the
Because
company guy. Just
paladin
saying.
has
I
gone
can't
into
remember
that
the guy's
wood,
name. Not Bastard.
And it could have been
Blessed.
the paladin that saved you from that battle.
Bummer. Go kill Bummer.
Things I don't remember.
Okay, so
One second.
That's
it's
my
late
point.
in the evening.
I remember.
You've obviously eaten
Could
some
be-
food, you're
could be
drinking.
in danger.
How about you all sleep on it and you
Yeah.
decide in the morning?
Alright.
Good. I'm going to bed.
Or do you want to decide now? I'll give you the
I
option.
want to decide now of the person who saved me
Mhm.
from the barn
Yeah.
is in that direction. Is in the west.
Okay.
If there's something there that could possibly, kill him, I'm going to go out of my way to save him.
Do you remember the barn?
I
Was
just
that- was
did the
that-
roll for it and got an 18. Plus 26.
He remembers exactly what happened.
I
Well,
remember
listen.
everything.
That's fair.
Okay.
I don't really remember the
So,
barn.
right.
I don't know why this is
That's
such a
my,
critical
um,
moment for you.
I'm putting it down there. I'm doing that.
So,
Okay.
hold on.
Sure.
Three hands, because you've got my other information. West,
To the woods area.
to the west.
Yeah.
South.
Well, it's 3 to the west. New diplomacy, new role. Okay, so,
Damn it! You were diplomed on my side before. What? How has this changed?
Well, I didn't vote last time.
that's very true, yeah.
I needed the facts.
Basically,
Okay.
the person who
Brexiteers, mate.
originally started.
Brexiteers are the worst.
West means west, man. Come on.
Maybe he's from the west. Maybe it's like a weird home thing for him.
It's alright, he didn't vote the first time, now he wants a vote, he can change it.
You know what? Person who voted for you originally changed their vote.
Now I've got new information.
God, look, what,
Look, alright, you made your vote, we're sticking with it.
yeah. You may have now better information, so you're more well informed and realise what a bad decision it would have been. But what you voted for originally
Yeah.
counted.
All we get to do is vote out
British
our
politics.
DM a couple of times.
Yeah.
We can vote him out 3 times, but you can't change your decision.
Yeah, you've had 3 different DMs in that period of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We're heading south.
you're going to sleep, I guess, or are you going to? What are you going to do?
I'm going to sleep.
Sleep.
It's time.
Long
It's
rest.
late. It's late.
Okay.
Kid.
Right. So things are happening. You've got 2 dream sequences to go through. Got that 20.
Well, no, I got my over 19 for religion thing.
Oh boy. Well, actually, what did you get? Because I'm going to give you some information.
It was
Bring it.
19,
I'm just
19.
I'm
19.
just worrying about
Right,
sleeping.
cool. I'm going to do yours.
I want to be
Second.
quite open about this.
Anson, you
fuck.
have a vision, or a vision or a dream. You don't really know, but you're standing on a precipice that you feel like you've been to before.
Oh fuck, I don't even have to roll for this. Okay.
You are looking out towards a river. It seems to be rushing quite a lot, and kind of the precipice edge leads down to about 50 foot of cliff, and then obviously there's a long road kind of parallel to the river. It heads kind of towards your left direction. You've got the moon, and you've got your right direction. There's 2 towns over that way, and down kind of below the cliff edge, you see a small campfire with several people around it. You look up and you see that meteor that was the sign of your birth, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger before it almost looks like it collides with you and you wake up in a sweat.
Huh.
It's probably like in the middle of the night. You're sharing the room with 3 random people. 1, 2, 3.
Those 2.
Yeah. Whatever. And you are startled. It almost felt like, you know, when you're dreaming and you trip in your dream or you fall in your dream and your whole body shakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. But
Is it a hit-
almost as
yeah.
this comet seems to smack against you. You're allowed to do rolls on the dream if you wish.
Yes. Can I attempt the perception for the campfire lot?
Yep.
You said several people. I wrote disadvantage because yay, crazy. So it was a 8 plus whatever. 8 plus 6. That is
8 plus 6, 14.
14.
You saw what looks like to be bedrolls of 5 people, but one was unoccupied.
Okay.
There didn't seem to be anyone awake, and what else would you see? There's also another figure further off that you couldn't really make out.
Okay. Can I do an arcana on the meteor or the comet?
You go on then. But it obviously has to be in a way you do an Arcana. You can't feel the magic because it's a dream.
No,
It wasn't.
It's trying to.
Discern what it was.
Yeah. Is it a magical abyssal creature? Is it like Is it a creature? Is it a creature? Is it a magical being? Is it magic?
Okay.
Comic
Roll it.
doom.
If you get 18, 19, or 20, I'll tell you what
As
you
the
think.
total or on the roll?
As the total.
Fuck.
17.
No.
Oh.
I rolled a 3.
You kind of sit there and go, that was comet, but you feel like you kind of look at it and you do feel like it was odd, but you think it was a comet, like a meteor.
Okay.
Cool. Any other questions about your dream sequence or vision sequence? And I'll go across to Erebos.
No, that'll be it.
Cool.
That's what I can think of.
Erebos. Also dark. You look up as this person to the moonlight. You realise that the moon is kind of almost a full moon, but not really. It's kind of like a day or so off, and which is illuminating kind of through the trees. And you kind of look back and you see several other members of knights with you, and you're kind of looking around and you're kind of looking, and the person you're kind of inhabiting also is dressed like a priest, with a kind of like a light armor and a long sword, and you're kind of looking around and you hear the sounds of like muffling voices. You can't really discern the voices very well, and you're kind of going along this with a kind of small trail path through these woods. You kind of see these kind of strange kind of shadows almost kind of dancing off the moonlight, but you think it's your eyes playing with you. And you kind of move along and you kind of look to your right and there's kind of a few knights, kind of probably 10 foot sparse, and there seems to be a smaller person next to you, kind of the cloak up holding a book, and you've got a few knights next to them as well. And then suddenly you look and one person's disappeared. And everyone's like stopped. You look to your left, another person's disappeared, and they are starting to freak out. A crossbow bolt flies past your sight and smacks the guy in the head below you, and the person runs. You are running through the woods. You kind of go along, and then suddenly you are taken, and you are thrown to the ground, and it goes black. You are now in the body of another person. You are holding this book as this person kind of looking down, and all you're looking at is this book closed up to you, and you see these footsteps come up. You are covered in blood. Footsteps come up, and you look at these feet that are wearing kind of like half plate boots, kind of trimmed about here. Then these kind of refined trousers. Half of them are extremely fine. The others is ripped. His flesh is mutated and it's got crustaceans and barnacles and things coming off it. And you look up and he's wearing this plate armor that's got this large gap where you can see this massive wound. And you look up and you see the figure, Mysterio, standing over with this horrible grafted smile over him. And you see him with this large club. And you whacks you over the head with it, and you fall unconscious. You hear the sounds of what feels like you've been carried, fireman style, with your hands bound, and you look up and you see a tree, but almost looks like there are some beings on this tree, like sitting in it, and the moon now uncovers from a piece of cloud that was obscuring it. It shines directly on the tree. And you have the body of Felix completely impaled like that on the tree, and the other knights skewered to it as well. You feel this kind of like screaming pain, and you kind of drop your book onto the floor as you're carried away, and you wake up.
Shit.
Cool. It's probably at 4 a.m. when you guys wake up.
When I've woken up.
Yeah.
Did we wake up at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The
Are you
gods
in the
are
same room?
gods are intervening.
You just have a weird dream.
Yes. What was yours about?
Mysterio's here. He's close by.
Okay, mine wasn't about a fish man.
No.
Mine was about it's odd. People that are camping. Meteorite came and hit us. Well, me, because I'm the important one. Don't laugh at my dreams.
What? You're
I see.
dreaming about being important.
You're asleep.
Shut me. You're not here.
I roll back over.
He's in a different room. asleep. You hear it from the other room.
To be honest, he'll probably still be awake at this point. I mean, he only has like a 4-hour trance.
That's
so-
very
Yeah,
true,
exactly.
actually. Yeah. Okay. Go back to sleep.
No, I'm gonna go find Bran.
Okay. You.
I'll go with.
Okay. You both get up and
My
you.
time.
You both get up and you go searching for where Bran would be. You kind of remember her study area, and you kind of go down into the room. And you kind of knock on the door a few times, and you hear this. What? Who is it?
Erebus.
What time is it? What the hell are you doing? I can't even see the sunlight. What the hell's going? Why are you waking me at this hour?
I have news.
Okay, he hears, and she opens it
Do
up.
you have
And
concrete evidence after?
she opens it up, and she's wearing this kind of these robes. She's not wearing her own anymore. She's kind of wearing these robes. Her hair is down. It's the first time you've seen Brand quite feminine. Normally, her being like half orc, her hair's tied up in a bun. She's wearing armor. She's very kind of well, masculine isn't the right word, but she's very kind of. She likes to show her
Proud.
strength, and she likes to be kind of determined because she's fought a lot against kind of misogyny and that sort of thing. So she's kind of like, no, right, no, I'm the boss here, and this is the first time we've actually seen her like chill. So she's like, what? Well, how do you have news?
I had a vision. Oh my god.
She goes, I should take these things seriously. Please come in. Ansem, and you're awake. Hi. How can I help?
I kind of had a dream as well. So.
Oh my god, what's wrong with you? Okay, come in, sit. She offers you 2 chairs that are by the fireplace, and she goes and kind of puts a few logs on the fire, and she goes, okay. What?
I'm starting to feel like a child who's gone to their mum after having a bad dream.
Listen, Ansem, I'm very tired. I'll deal with this in the morning. Right, no, she goes, in all seriousness, you've woken me up. Obviously, it must be important. Please tell me.
Have you heard of Mysterio?
No.
Okay.
Who's that?
You ever read any
He's
fucking Spider-Man?
It's mysterious. But yeah, that's Mysterio, by the way.
Yeah. Who are we doing?
Mysterio is missing the T and missing the it's Mysterios, and it's got the S in the end. Anyway, that's been given Dante. So I've not heard of this person. Who is he?
He's a dark creature in the form of a dark elf. We've killed him a few
No,
times.
he's not being rude to you. I think he's just noting that. Okay, so what? Okay, he's here. Is he in Pilferreach?
He is in the woods.
You
He
think
is-
he's the creature?
He has creatures with him, and he's killed your paladins, as well as
And you-
Felix.
She kind of rises up and goes. Let's
So I get a feeling I should have gone first.
She goes.
Mine's going to be very lackluster in comparison.
Okay,
You're the good news.
let's saddle our horses and let's head west. The best way of doing this actually is to check. I would rather check and for it to be nothing than be wrong and lose. So you say he's already dead.
Felix was impaled to a tree along with other members of the Order.
You see her screw her face up in anger. And she goes, okay, let's ride out, shall we? Can you rouse your other members, please? And we'll go. Ansem, sorry, and yours. What did you see? Was this of Mysterio? This Mysterious creature? No.
There was a campfire in like a big. Thank
That's
you.
just adding
Thank you,
sexy.
scenery.
She hears something from upstairs.
Um,
It's you snoring. That's how you snore.
Oh, dude, you're gonna have to really try and wake me up, man. I am a deep sleeper.
so
One of the
Go
things
on,
you've written
Connor.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll get the cold water.
that came across, collided with
So
me.
you put
There
more
was
fire
a
out.
canyon with a big cliff with a dip. Campers in the middle.
Where was the cliff?
Fucking, I don't know landmarks.
Well, can you name what was around you? Like if we've got you a map, could you go? Oh, these things look.
Yeah, why not? Let's go with that.
Okay, so she unfurls a map in front of you and goes, right. Name what you saw, and we can point it all out.
Cool. What are the exact details?
There was a river, and when you looked over to the other side, there was a couple of towns. There was a cliffside thing.
So it's a cliffside.
Looking for those.
So cliffside, a river, and towns to your right.
To my right. Looking for those.
How many towns?
2.
Okay. Well, she kind of swallows and she goes. She points 2 fingers, one on Pilferreach and one on Riverford. And she goes, river. You say you're on a cliff.
Ah, shit!
Do you mean the Giant's Throne?
Quite possibly.
Was this cliff literally just like large cliff and then the road below it?
Yeah.
She goes to you and goes, why do you do this? Why do you just turn up and everything seems to happen?
It's not my fault! I blame the other dark
She
elf.
goes, Saddle, have you got a cart?
Answer.
Right.
I see.
Help rouse your comrades, we're leaving now.
Right, throw a bucket of water on Salazar.
She leaves, you see her pick up her great sword and her armour and she kind of shouts up and goes, I can remember the house owner's name. Basically she calls out for people and shouts some orders. You're all aroused. Aroused, new enough.
I wake up in the middle of my sleep, aroused.
You are roused by Erebos and Anson.
Why?
We are not getting you up in a nice way.
Yeah, why? 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 Why?
What's
The
going
question
on?
is,
Why?
who threw water over me? Because there's no way you're going to wake me up by just poking me.
This guy.
What the
I
fuck
do
is
have a history
going
of
on?
Why?
Get
Don't
the fuck
put
up,
my
shit's
fire
going
out.
down.
Man. It's going to
Can't
take me
leave
ages to
alone,
get
I've
that
done
back.
my time.
Alright.
I'm gonna get like
Change
his
the hot
greatsword
water.
in scabbard and start hitting him with it. Get the fuck up!
So
Right.
he
the
threw
fuck
water
out
over
here,
me.
or the
So in the style of
you.
Hades, you'd like with the hair.
Oh,
comes
yeah,
out.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Probably
dude, that's
both.
not cool. Not cool.
That's what I did.
What's going on?
The
Get the fuck
company
up.
and zombies are in the town. Come
You're
on.
hearing a few bugles now, like a few
Get in the
horn
car.
sounds.
We've got to fuck off somewhere.
Alright, alright.
What?
We've got to get the car. We've got to fuck off somewhere.
Let's get the car.
Right.
Get the
Okay.
car.
Let's get up.
Go somewhere. I think. Stop.
Drop.
Explain.
Big
Right.
things.
If it's-
Pending
if this
world
building's
doom.
currently not on fire.
Alright,
I think there's impending world doom at the moment. There's no
Erebos
time
had a
to sleep.
dream. It's quite important.
Oh, Erebos had a
Right.
fucking dream.
What about your
Martin
dream?
Luther Erebos over here.
Did you have a dream?
right.
Do you want to shut the fuck up?
Actually,
Very
yeah.
Trying
sassy
to be
photo.
nice to you.
Alright,
I do have a
okay.
big pointy thing from hell.
Okay. Trying to be nice to me by killing one of my mates isn't going to go about it.
No, he wasn't nice to your mate. He was fine to you.
I'm leaving at this point. I'm just walking.
You're
over.
heading downstairs.
I'm done. I can't be. I can't be handled.
If you
with
just
like
wanna
this
square
love
up, just
squab-
say
I can't
so.
be handled with squabbles.
Right, so
What the
you
fuck's going
come
on?
outside.
Strike
Strike
two. One more strike, then it's going to be squared up.
I'm going down.
I'm
to see
ready
what the
whenever
fuck
you
Brand's
are.
shouting about.
One more
So-
strike.
I'm not going to even
Brand,
try and
you see
assassinate
Brand.
I want to beat you when you're in
Yo,
your bed.
Brand.
You
that?
I'm confident I
What?
can.
And she goes,
What's all the noise for? What's that?
I don't know. It looks like
Sorry,
one.
I can't
I don't know if you met Morgrove and Felix.
Yeah, I think so.
They took you from Pilferreach to Baracus Tower.
Yes, there was an instant one. Yes.
It looks like Morgrove and Felix are in trouble.
Okay.
Mysterious. And for that name means
I don't
anything
know
to you?
Mysterious, but I know everyone. The party has mentioned Mysterious, and I don't think he's a nice guy. So
Yeah, supposedly Morgrove is in danger, and I think Felix is in trouble, or supposedly dead. And I want to find out.
shit.
Hopefully, not the latter. So
all right.
Well, I'm
So
riding.
we're running out to go find out if your friends are alright.
Do you?
You've probably you're slowly probably walking downstairs
Alright.
at this point.
I'm raiding the stores for as much food as I can get.
Why?
You've got your cart. Brand kind of takes a horse and goes, look, I'm gonna ride all speed to the tower to get some men. So
Which tower? Baraka's
our Order's tower to the west.
Alright.
Oh, they've
We'll
already
be
got
on
loads of
horses,
people there.
so
Why are we waking up?
we'll gallop as quickly as we can.
We're
If
the
you can,
heroes.
Huh?
We're the heroes. So
Yeah.
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 if you can make the first entry into the woods and try and find something, and she points to the map and she goes, "Look, we were," and she looks at Ansem because you've now come down. We were looking at this. That's not the right mouse. We were looking at roughly the stretch of forest between here, almost directly behind Giant's Throne. It looks like you've got two birds with one stone here. So, if you can look for something around there, then by the time you probably get there on your cart, I would have some backup. And she kind of rears her horse and goes, "Look,
So how many days are you going to be?
as quickly as I can. Probably 2 days at most.
Oh well.
Alright, cool.
Getting there, getting back, and some horses. I'm going to send some ravens for them to. They'll be quicker than me as well. So,
Good plan. Good plan. Send your eagle. Ask for people to come. They're going to be there before we are.
who have you got? And she looks quite excited. Who do you know who can come and help?
Oh, yes. You need.
After the park.
You shut up. Damn it, Drogon.
I'm waiting for you to hit him. You're smiling, but it's a lot
She goes, "Arlo,
of
have you
anger
got people
behind
who
that
can help?"
smile.
I have an eagle that can help with the
Message.
aerial messaging. If you
Okay.
need, I'm happy to.
We have ravens that are quite quick.
This eagle
but-
pretty. If you need any more, happy to.
Sure, well, obviously, fine. She kind of, you see her scribbling down some things and puts it in ravens. She gives one to you and goes,
Cool.
"Does your eagle know where it's going?"
I don't know, does it?
Probably doesn't.
It doesn't, but
So you have to try. Yeah, well, this is the thing about the eagle is you're going to have to try and.
try and tell it where to go.
Yeah.
How's your animal handling?
Proficiency, so.
All right. So you get to it, and you're going to roll animal handling.
Animal handling, that is a 15.
Cool.
No,
You,
17.
17.
cool. You speak some words to the eagle, with your bracelet on, and it kind of looks like it understands you, and then it flies off into the distance.
There's meat for you when you get back.
Yes.
It's a nice talk
As
to
it
you
flies
about
off, it seems to be flying kind of westwards until it disappears from view,
Follow the ravens.
and they all fly off. She rears her horse round. She's kind of wearing her armour now, and she's got a great sword strapped to her side. And she goes, "Look,
We're going to need some gold for supplies before we can head.
I'm sure you've got it." And she
that.
disappears.
Sod off.
She disappears through the keep. She
Okay, right.
drifts the horse around the corner. Some kind of tire marks come out of the ground, and she goes off into the distance.
Taking the corner on 2 feet.
Yeah. Right. Actually, what do you actually want to do?
Cool. I'm going to turn around and go back upstairs in the inn.
Into the keep?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going back to fucking.
Drogon is heading back up to the keep. What do you all do?
Well, we're gonna fucking.
I'm awake, I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm
we're gonna go. Like, do someone want to hog tie and just drag them with us?
Erebus, you
Can
know this,
do.
mate. Actually, yeah, you and Salazar, can you, like...
Why don't you pick? I don't fucking care.
The
Hog
cart,
tie him.
I mean,
the cart needs to be set
also-
up because no one's set up the cart yet. So
Okay.
There's
Well,
someone
while they
the
hog tie Drogon, we're gonna set up the car.
Sell the car.
cool. You bring up the draft pony and you do it. You guys
How much food have I raided?
roll a d20. Are you doing it openly or sleight of hand? Like you just take
Openly.
Okay, openly.
That's
Just
all
roll,
right.
just roll luck to see
Oh,
how much. So you get 6 rations.
cool.
Cool. So Erebos is carrying these 6 rations. He places them in the cart, and you two are now wanting to accost Drogon.
Oh,
as
have
he's
I finished
walking
my
back.
long rest yet? Or my 4-hour...
It's probably at 4 in the morning. You probably went to bed about 11. So yeah, you would have meditated by this point.
Cool. So I'm just going to get back up and go, cool, what are we doing then?
Heading
I just
out
wanted to finish
west.
off my long rest.
Oh, no,
Like,
it's
because
finished.
I like...
It was done.
I'm going to assume that the point where I woke up, I probably had like half an hour left. Or something.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, no, because I'm going to just lazily join you. As in, like, you guys are like, let's do it. And I'm like, oh, I forgot my.
If you're not quick enough, one of them will hog tie you.
I have literally no interest in this, but I am aware I'm coming with you because I want you guys to come with me, but I would never admit that. So I'm just going to begrudgingly follow you and kind of hold you up.
Okay.
But that's how this works.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm telling you.
So you'll get your cart ready, and you start to leave.
Yep.
Okay. Right. You've all got your rations. Let's roll some dice. So, you've got 1, 2, 3 days till you reach the Giant's Throne as the main location marker.
Whereabouts is the Giant's
The
Throne?
Giant's Throne is where my cursor is actually sitting there,
Okay.
on that hex. The 2 hexes below it are the bits of wood which Bran told you where the knights are currently scouring through.
Okay.
So Morgrove and Felix will last supposedly in one of those hexes that you will need to search. Cool. So you've got 2 days. Yeah, Pilferreach's on that hex. So you've got 1, 2 days to Giant's Throne. So because there's been enemy activity, there's going to be 3 rolls per day. 2 during the day and 1 at night. So can we have some volunteers for day 1?
Yeah.
Each roll. Day 1, day 2, and then night. Cool. Right. So day 1. That's if you get 11, or 11 is a standard encounter, and a 12 is a hard encounter.
Okay.
Anything else is no encounter.
Yeah.
No encounter.
Cool. Day 2. So day 2, part 2, I should say.
Oh yeah, nothing.
Cool. So during the day, the rain and heavy rain from the kind of the previous days not let up. It's still raining. You've got you put your cloaks on in the cart and you can trundle along. Nothing really.
You got a tissue?
Nothing really happens.
Sorry. Sorry.
During the day, you're keeping your eyes out and you don't actually spot anyone on this road. It's desolate. The road is kind of like a bit run down at this point as well. And who's night?
Erebus.
And you set up camp for the evening.
Am I doing the roll?
You are doing the roll. So
Sorry.
11 or 12 in the encounter. 9. Okay, so nice, pretty restful sleep. Anything you want to do this evening?
Just camp out.
Okay.
Camp out, hunt for some food.
You actually realise that the river has actually been quite ferocious over the last few days, and you noted in Riverford as well that it's been really strong.
Fish washed up.
A load of fish washed up. The river was attacking, like damaging the bridge in Riverford as well. The banks have come up as well. It's flooded over a bit. There's something really going on upstream. You have no idea what's going on. But you find a few fish that have come over in the flood and have just laid out.
Just cook them up. For the rest of the party.
Okay.
Save using the rations.
Yeah. You get I don't know, 2 rations worth of fish. Okay. And you wake up the next day. It's cleared up. It's no longer raining, but it's very overcast. There's a bit of a chill in the wind. If you want to roll day part 1,
6.
day part 2.
11.
Ooh, okay, let's do it. So, you see the Giant's Throne quite far in the distance. Halfway along the road through the morning, you've had your lunchtime rations. You're all close to level 6 now.
Makes a difference on level 7. Makes a difference on level 7.
Level 7 now.
Right.
Oh God, who's level 7?
Me.
Just you.
I'm very close.
You're very close.
I'm level 5.
Okay, well, it averages out to a party of level 6 then.
Yes, 13,504.
Oh, so you're really close to level 4. Level 6. So that's 14,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so if you could draw a nice road for us, Mr. Artist.
Who's that?
That's you. You're the artist, aren't you?
You know you were.
Road.
Yeah. A nice dirt road.
How wide?
I would say about 15 feet. There's spots of trees and a few boulders around as well. And everyone's got their characters out. So,
I mean, those are 5 feet each, right? One of those squares.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a 30-foot across tree.
Well, no, because like the tree's
Canopy.
trunk is like that, isn't it?
You've got the canopy.
5 foot. Jesus, that's a good sized trunk though, isn't
Pretty
it?
tongue trees, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we are in Endor.
Yeah.
Chunky trees.
Alright, so do you want to put your
And some
characters,
rocks.
on right hand side, just because I can't actually put them on the right hand side. So on the right hand side, I think there's actually that's a cart. Move this to the camera. Let's put the action camera on, shall we?
I feel like you need one of those casino things where they push the chips. That'd be fucking brilliant.
Or one of those war game things.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool, so
We'll just put each other like that for a
yeah,
minute.
that's fine. So there's a lot of you now.
I'll just have to bring that cart next time I've got. So
Oh
it'll be
yeah,
easier.
man, yeah.
That actually has wheels that move.
Oh shit.
Oh, what's that? What's his name now? 136. Okay, so what I'm about to do now is I'm going to do a bit of advertising for our page. So those who haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. You make sure you followed us as well on Twitch, like and subscribe our YouTube. Also, we have a Facebook page as well. So if you search on Facebook Lichers and Witches, you'll find us. We've got a few things planned as well. We're planning at 50 likes. We're going to do a medium-sized figure kind of giveaway. But 100 likes, we're planning something bigger, and this is the creature that you can actually get, which has been kindly donated and painted to us by Adam, our chief artist. So, lost the count. The page was supposed to be on. So, as you come along, oh my gosh! Right, as you come along, you hear the sounds of trees breaking, and the sound of this creature lumbering before you.
Nope.
And it smells like creatures, fresh, good meat instead of decaying meat.
He's talking about you guys,
And
you know.
out of the forest comes this large, not the creature you'll actually be getting if you win on our giveaway, but the creature you will
I wish
actually
you
win.
told me because I would have brought it.
Oh yeah, it actually came up and I thought I'm going to use that.
So it takes up that.
It takes the 3x3 grid. It's if anyone's got a PHB in front of them, it's 136. It's called a Fomorian, and it's basically this horrible, evil giant. And you can win that as long as you help us get to 100 likes and then enter our giveaway. So, yes, this large, evil ass creature comes out of the forest swinging, absolutely angry, and let's roll initiative. So keep your numbers safe. I need to get my
Not looking good.
Oh dear.
kill sheets up. Slowly.
Oh dear.
Just do
I was
a
rolled
quick
the
thing
same
here.
twice for me.
So-
on skeleton.
Was that 17?
Erebus got.
Your skeleton's
19.
faster, isn't it?
Nice.
We're going the same.
I
Yeah,
forgot
you
about
both got the
Gink
same
and
modifier.
Gerald.
Are they with us?
So they're probably
I suppose
walking
you
behind the cart.
Get the
So
tune.
Gerald and Gink, you okay to get two of the creatures out?
Abilities to like, if
There you go.
buff it.
So they roll their initiative as well.
Drogon.
17.
I'll keep them in backup, Steve.
Okay.
So if we do need
Is
them,
that on
I
the
know
roll?
Yeah,
Like
keep, yeah,
everything?
keep the save down there.
Alright.
Well,
So I
Arlo?
rolled 17
21.
twice.
Nice. Salazar.
7.
Not looking good, is it?
No.
Alison.
20.
Okay, you got good high numbers. And Dusty.
20.
Okay, I'll say Dusty goes after you. It's just easy that way.
I shit you not, I rolled 17 twice and we both got the same modifier.
Okay, and the Fomorian.
If you wanted to use them, you can use them.
Oh yeah, that's good. I will get bits for them. And the Fomorian is going to go he's quite lumbering, he's quite slow, so Fomorian's going to go last.
Oh, I need to- spells to cast.
Right. Okay, so top of the initiative order is Arlo with 21.
Okay. I am going to draw my greatsword,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to ready an attack. If it gets any nearer, I'm going to hack at its ankles.
Okay.
How tall is it?
It's a lot taller than me.
This would be about 20, 30 foot high.
What, 2-story building?
Mm.
3-story?
Big.
3-story? 2-story?
And we're specifically trying to aim for whatever this thing has an equivalent of Achilles tendon.
Not the Achilles ballsack.
Achilles ballsack. I ain't going to reach his Achilles ballsack, mate.
Low hanging fruit.
Giant circumcision. Giant circumcision position.
Oh dear. It all falls apart at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that foreskin like a sleeping bag.
Well, oh.
New bedroll, mate.
While I'm sort of readying this, I'm going to attempt, just because this thing is huge, I'm tired and terrified at this point, I'm going to attempt to intimidate it.
Go for it.
Counter-offensive for intimidation.
I like that.
it.
Fight fire with fire. Go for it.
You motherfucker, go away! Kind of thing. Like a sort of really...
You wanna fucking go, man? You wanna fucking go?
Yeah. You wanna go, big man? You wanna fucking go? I'm shit bigger than you.
Okay.
Where I'm from, glass is a verb.
Intimidation. That is a whole total of 5 for intimidation.
It bends down and just goes, "Ah!" and like spit and sputtle comes out over you. And wipes its face.
And just
It raises its
at that
large
point, I
club.
just like don't touch
Yeah,
the
I'm
hair.
ready.
What do you do?
If it's close enough to me, my action's ready, I'm going to hit it twice with a greatsword.
Go for it. Let's move Arlo closer, shall we? So,
Oh, he isn't going to move. Look.
there you go.
Oh, that's fucking woeful. So one of those is a nat 1.
That's not going to hit, I'm afraid.
Absolutely not. The other one is a 18.
Anything, that's fine.
18
That's not like a
hits.
fumble
18
table
hits.
if I ever had it.
You're not doing the fumble table for the critical fail?
Oh yeah, you want to roll a fumble?
What is it?
Uh,
D100.
yeah, D100.
That is a 62.
Okay, 62 on the fumble table is Twisted Ankle. The speed is 10 feet for 1d4 rounds, and dexterity saving throws have disadvantage.
Oh dear.
2 rounds.
2 rounds. I have
That'll go
twisted
quickly.
ankle.
Alright, so do your attack.
That is max damage at
Damn, double 6.
27. Yeah, no,
What?
not 27. I can't count. 17.
17.
17 max for max damage.
Okay, here's Stupid creatures!
I'm not your food! I'm sort of like hobbling a little bit.
Okay, Ansem.
Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna go and move me into it if you could. And I'm going to...
Right, actually next to it.
Yeah, so I'm
Okay.
gonna hit it with an inflict wounds.
Cool, go for it.
I'm gonna be really cheap though and do it at first level because... Yeah.
Okay.
For a 22.
To hit?
Yeah.
Thank God this is the easier counter, right? Glad we didn't roll a 12.
I'm not saying it's hit points.
That's 13.
That's what makes it up, to be honest.
6.
19. 20 necrotic.
Cool.
That's not bad.
Anything else for Ansem?
Yeah. Dust. Fuck it up.
Cool, this shambling kind of skeleton comes along with gleaming mithril armor under its cloak. And, cool, what does Dusty do?
He's gonna pull out a... Yeah, he's gonna get a rapier out. He's gonna run up there and stab it with that.
Nice. Cool. Yep. Roll a hit.
6. I'll move the skeleton to the ugly thing.
I'll put him
Fuck
next
him
to you.
up.
Ooh.
Not very close. That's an 8.
Yeah, no. He kind of steps aside, causing Dusty kind of to overestimate. Cool.
It's okay. He was the hero that broke the gate anyway, so.
That's true. Erebos.
Okay. Yeah, and get off the cart. Enter rage and the lunge towards this beast.
Cool.
Recklessly. First one, 21.
Hits. High roll with Ryan.
21. Ooh.
So you got 6, 15, 20, 22, 25 points of damage.
Ooh. Chipping away in.
And then
Won't like him when it's his turn though.
I'll go for my extra attack. 18 plus 8.
He definitely hits. Jesus.
26.
Oh no.
Ooh.
3, 8, 10, 13.
Okay.
That's it.
Cool. Okay. Goes to Dragon.
Does he look crusty and like barnacly and
No.
he's not looking any way related
Not barnacly. No.
he doesn't look related to like or
Nope.
nope. He's just random giant creature.
He's a creature that's been. You heard him talking about declining flesh.
So wait, I heard him yeah, so he speaks. He knows common.
Well, undercommon, which is kind of like a bastardized version, really. Best way of saying it.
There's nothing wrong with the undercommon.
You might be speaking. You might speak it actually as a drow.
The drow get it.
There you go.
Yeah, I
So
do
you,
speak
you,
undercommon.
you understand undercommon.
Okay. Just gonna like I don't know what I would even do, but am I aware of like is he like a normal thing for this land, or is this very much like he is well out of place?
He's
So
normally resides in the Shadowlands, which are where Dark Elves are from, which is very much southeast.
In the Elvish Plains,
Eh.
on a different continent.
On this part of the bigger continent, but it's very southeast. Like it's miles away. So for him to be here, it's very weird. But it's not unheard of for him just to sit in these woods and be comfy and living off things and residing.
Why are you
might-
here?
Might be.
I'm just gonna ask him. He's just gonna shout at him and ask him, why are you here?
Don't flirt with
I
it.
smell flesh. I eat.
Oh, so you're just having a chill in the woods.
He big brain.
Sorry, ignore my retard.
Kind of raises his club. He's gonna come down. Well, what does Dragon do?
I mean, I just want to know if he's somehow involved in Mysterio. Basically, I'm gonna see if I can work that out. Which hence me asking.
Yeah, well,
Like-
I know. Roll.
like,
If you want
why
to
you
try
here?
and tell you something, it goes. I smell meat. I'm hungry.
Yeah, and this is normally where you get all your meat from. You've been here for years, right?
Yes.
Nah, if you've been here for years, then it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Cool. Then in that case, I'm just gonna do some bollocksy small thing like I don't know, firebolt at him. Just from the back. I'll probably take a couple of. Actually, I'm not even afraid. No, I'm just gonna firebolt in his face. Just
Right, roll it.
How's one? Thank you. I'm just gonna use this guy. 13. Firebolt. I haven't used magic in ages. Oh wow. So 20
Hits.
to hit. And then firebolt is
2d10 now?
2d10 because you're level 5.
yeah, cool.
D10.
There you go. It's not just the 8. D10. No, there we go. 3.
No.
Don't
Yeah,
mind
you
dice.
kind of cast this fireball and it seems.
That's right. I wasn't
His
putting much effort
huge
in.
physique just.
Well, I'm
ripples
talking
slightly.
to him. I'm like.
Fair. Anything else for Dragon?
No, yeah, I'm just gonna like just stare at him, just, like, but so I'm like he's now surrounded with people that I know that I'm not getting hit, so I'm just like whatevs.
Fair.
Fuck these bitches.
Go
Fire
straight for you.
fireballs. Probably, but that's probably because I'm the only one that spoke to him, and It's nervous.
Very true. That's the end of the High Rollers initiative. Let's go to the to Salazar.
I beat him, do I?
Yep.
Fucking hell. Right. Yeah, I'm going to jump off the little wagon.
Cool.
Come round to the side of Erebos here, next to the thing. And I'm going to try out my freaking new spear on this thing. Angrily jabbing it at the ankle, obviously.
Okay.
With a nice 10 in total to hit.
Nope. As you go to actually strike it, you kind of sense the spear actually almost like betraying your order, and it pushes your arms slightly away.
Oh, okay. I'll come back in to try and grab it with the hooky bit.
Cool. Roll it.
Once again a 10.
It kind of you come in and it almost stops you from doing it. Mind of its own. Cool. Anything else for Salazar?
Not this turn, no.
Cool. The Fomorian's turn now. Click, click. Right. It's going to come in. It's going to wind up its arm. It's going to come in and it's going to try and bring down its. Who's done the most damage on it? Let me have a look.
That'd be
That'll
Erebos.
be Erebos. So first one, Erebos. Bang.
Thanks, guys.
It's that one over there,
You've
mate.
got hit points for fucking days.
Sure,
mate.
he's the
Also,
intimidating
because you
one.
killed Balthazar and got rid of the curse, your AC has now gone up.
Oh, yeah, it's 16 now.
Right. Cool. He gets a +9, so it still doesn't help. But it's nice that it helps, I guess. So that's a good amount of damage.
Is it like bludgeoning? Or
It'll most likely be bludgeoning.
Yeah, it is bludgeoning.
He does 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
okay, that's fine.
He's going to come in with another swing. He gets 14. Misses this time. And he's going to come in and use his Evil Eye. He's actually going to stare down Anson. You need to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, fuck!
That's the other mage user. Yeah, make a charisma saving throw.
Please get high, please get high, please get high.
Is it charming?
No.
No.
No, it's
Fuck.
Oh!
How about a 7?
cool. I'm going to roll these 2d8s 3 times. 10, 16. Oh, those are 2 high numbers. Let's do those separately. 29 points of psychic damage.
That's not too bad.
That's more than my entire hit points.
That's- That's not all it does, though. That fucking thing.
Yeah. That's the curse of the evil eye.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that once per action, so I'm going to deal low damage now, and then see if he survives the next round. Cool. It goes to Arlo as he kind of screams this smelly breath over you all and goes, ah! He's going to wind up another load of club attacks on
Is
you.
he down low or is he up high at the moment?
He's back up now.
Okay,
As
I'm
he's
going.
stared at
I
Anson.
did the last one at
I'm gonna
first.
try
It
it.
did a lot more than I thought.
Oh,
Yeah.
How tall? Leg wise, how tall is
18.
he in comparison to me?
He's between he's between
So
20 and 30 feet.
Where is
Which
where,
is he?
Where does
Which is he?
where does
DM?
his waist end?
Oh, I would
the
say
one
you're
time.
probably the height of up to
Yes, this is the
his
one time.
thigh.
Now I've got him.
I'll swipe at his dick.
Oh.
Swipe straight through his nuts.
Oh, you don't need that on the.
He totally does need it.
Go for it. If you get a 20, I'm gonna go fucking graphic on this.
Oh no, that's a. What's the +8 is 13.
Okay, so he steps back, causing it to like kind of swing like a grandfather's clock pendulum, and you miss it.
It just be
I'm
too
going.
Literally, you see this kind of like tree trunk move underneath his kind of
I'm going for another swipe.
his belt and kind of what's it called? Kind of
Like
that
a loincloth.
loincloth thing. Yeah.
I'm going for another swipe, see if we can get it on the rebound.
Roll a hit.
That's a 17 to hit.
Cool. You nip the tip. How much damage do you do?
Oh, let's see.
I'll put this in the
Can I use?
I'll put this in the credits bit.
Yeah,
going,
fuck it, I'm
from adventurers fighting for Mori and try and cut off his dick.
I'm gonna use one of my menacing attacks to try and intimidate with this.
I think that's intimidating.
Yeah, he needs.
Some midget going for your nuts.
That's pretty fucking.
And circumcision was one.
He needs to make a wisdom save.
I think he needs to be fucking wise on this one, doesn't he? And if he fails,
some,
come on, max damage.
some angry small man.
So would I if someone fucking cut my
That
foreskin
is
off.
10,
18.
18, 23 points of damage to his dick.
He screams. He screams, going, "Who hates people on the dick? What's wrong with you?" And he's gonna like not go towards you now.
Nice.
He looks at you and goes, "You're weird."
Worth the superiority die.
Handsome.
Oh shit, it's me next, isn't it?
I've even laid it out for you.
Yeah.
It's good. I'll move the camera a bit so they can see it. Our lovely little initiative tracking system. Easy. Easy.
There you go.
There we go.
I mean, you can't see it from the glare of the TV on the lights. but
I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
Roll it.
That is that's a 30 to hit.
30.
30.
A 3-0.
Yeah.
Yo!
I
That
think
is
you've
fucking
ever seen
roll.
Erebos as our highest roller, I think.
Yeah.
I did a 30.
You've done 30? I thought
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
done 9.
No, Drogon did the first 30.
Didn't I
Two
do 30
30s.
for like the deception?
You did Deception, yes. Oh,
No,
yeah.
it was for the Scorching Ray headband that you've got.
Oh, was it?
Oh, was it?
Because you get plus, I think it's plus 11
Oh,
on top
yeah,
of what
yeah.
you already have.
Okay, so our second plus 30. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah, it definitely hits. Jesus.
For a whopping 6 necrotic.
Oh, all that dice. Nice. Anything else for Anson?
As a bonus action, actually no one.
Okay. Dusty's turn.
Fuck him up! Ooh, that is a 23
Hits.
for a whopping 7 piercing. Piercing the butt cheek.
Oh, you guys are weird.
You're just too big.
You wanted to eat us a minute ago, man.
That's not weird, that's normal.
No, but it's self-preservation. I'm trying to give him a complex before we kill him.
Erebos' turn.
Pretty freaked out.
Hit him in
Oh,
the
I just
shin!
did.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for something a little bit more normal.
Smacking the kneecap.
Big toe,
Yeah.
big toe!
Hoping for. I know, yeah, smacking the kneecap.
Call of Duty kill.
I do, actually. Oh, not 20.
Not 20. Oh my gosh. Right. Okay.
Do you want some
You
D6s?
get double damage, do you?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Take your brown one.
Is it
And do you
double the
need
number of
another
damage die, or just for a double
Double,
D10.
double die.
D10.
Oh, I thought it was double damage.
There you go.
So whatever you roll
So
with.
it's double die plus bonus.
Ooh.
That's
Okay. So we've got 10, 15, 20, 22, 25.
He is
What?
Yeah.
looking very, very ill. He's very, very weak.
Go for my extra attack.
Cool. He falls to his knees. He raises the great club in his kind of last effort of energy and goes. "Ah!" Roll to hit.
Come on. 16 plus 8.
Hits.
Nice. That's 5, 10, 12, 15 damage.
How do you kill him?
In the dick!
In the butthole.
Because we're mature.
He
seriously.
deserves a little bit more than this.
Fine, hit him.
Rip his nipples off.
Titty twister!
Ripple's nipples up and wear him as a hat.
I'm just gonna crush his skull.
Cool. You bring up the warhammer. You kind of maybe he puts his hand out and you trip it. You kind of pull it out so he falls to the ground. You go. Brain matter just goes out the sides, coating a bit of Ansem and Arlo, a bit of Salazar. Nice. Fomorian's dead. Split up 3,900 XP.
That's a lot of XP. What is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be 6,
Was it 3,900 you said?
7, 8. So it'd be 780 each, I think.
You say 3,000?
780, yeah, 3,000.
Yeah.
780
each.
Plus.
Okay.
When do you go up a level?
14,000, I think.
Hey, I get to go up a level. I don't know what I need to do for that, but something.
Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to have a quick 15-minute break. So we'll do your level up during the break, and
Cool. Then I will return as finally a lower level than everyone else.
Yeah. Same level as everyone else except me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Me now.
but
And you.
Yeah, 2 level 7s. Oh my god, I'm going to round
so
this up.
what, how much are you? Yeah.
I've broken 20,000.
Yeah, exactly. I've only
Literally
just
just
broke
broke.
14.
And you're on.
9,000 something.
Are you level 5?
9,000.
Yeah, I'm level
Oh,
5.
level five,
Been
yeah.
level 5 for ages.
Yeah.
Don't forget I've died several times.
Yeah.
When you die, do you go back to 0 XP?
No, you go to the
Yeah, you
lowest
go
level
to-
of the party member. So if whoever's because you're level 5, he goes to level 5.
But like the XP of level 5.
Yeah.
I
So
assume
you go to the baseline. You don't go.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Yes. So we're going to go on a break. Back in 15 minutes. So we'll be back here. Let's say 25 past 9. If that's all right for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do Drogon's level up, and yes, see you in a bit.
Right.
And we're
I'll use
back.
counter
Right,
spell.
so we're just obviously doing the end of Drogon's level up. So obviously we're speaking off camera. So Drogon, because obviously your backstory of being adopted by a tiefling,
Or kidnapped. We have no idea.
Oh, we have no
I
idea.
have no idea where I came
Molested.
from.
but you
What
you were
What did you say?
we're not repeating that on
seconds
this.
in.
We're not repeating that. So
You say I got
we're
married
30
with
seconds in, buddy. 30 seconds in. Right.
Because
so-
yes, that's my plot line. Where do you think Maddie is now? She's
Oh
bored and
my God.
running
Well,
through
we're
Avencia.
going there.
Avencia sounds Spanish at least.
It is Spanish.
Oh, there we go then. Yeah, so Avencia, yeah.
Anyway,
Drogon was Madeline McCann's
swiftly
middle name.
on. Drogon has some backstory. He's just had a level up to level 6 sorcerer, draconic bloodline. See if you can look at that. Yeah, you get a boon to what sort of bloodline he's part of. However, as part of his bloodline, he doesn't actually know what. Background. He just doesn't actually know what the bloodline is. So we've had a kind of a talk about kind of what direction he's going in, how it affects the narrative and things like that. So all I've said is he doesn't actually know what it is, but he realises that some certain attacks do a bit more damage. And I've told him that, and you'll hear about it in blah blah blah. Right, so party have just killed the Fomorian. Drogon feels a bit stronger. You carried on. Sorry, you haven't carried on yet. What do you want to do with this body of the Fomorian that's just kind of fallen onto the road?
Still his ears.
Loot it.
Yeah.
Roll investigation.
No,
Alright.
actually, yeah. Do you want assist? Do you want me to investigate and you help me?
Yeah, go on. You assume you got proficiency
Did you-
better than I have.
Look through. Did I add?
Yeah, you need
Oh,
another
right.
cantrip.
I need another cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you help, don't. Well, I get advantage. Yeah.
He gets advantage. So
Okay.
he rolls it. So
Which is handy because I rolled a 3. So.
Cool. 20.
There you go.
Unnatural.
oh okay. 20. You find obviously he's not really wearing much like a loincloth. You find these kind of nets and satchels of kind of like festering meat. Looks like what he was previously gathering. You find. Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna roll it. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with this. Yeah, you find that it's got like arms in there as well, and
Would you say they're quite bloody or?
very bloody, and they were armoured
Well,
in kind of like a blue robes.
Oh,
Okay.
no,
I
that's-
am going to try and store some of the blood in little vials. Okay.
Okay, you kind of wring them out. You try and scrape it off into these vials. It's not liquid anymore; it's dried. So you could be
Coagulated. Ew.
Blood. Erebos, can I borrow you?
says
I
the
guess
strange
so.
experimenting person.
I guess so. What do you want?
Right, first of all, I need you to get the bones out of the arm. And then I'm going to need you to use your magic hammer of amazingness to grind it up into a powder.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get my carpenter tools out. So I was like, hacking some.
He's actually
arm.
doing it! Fuck!
Yeah, roll.
Yeah!
Just roll that 20. Roll that 20. Go for it. Roll a d20. Add your proficiency modifier to it and your strength, I guess.
Ooh. What's 3 plus 8?
11. He hacks at this arm and kind of you break it down into the pieces. You kind of fiddle around. You get the bones out and you kind of grind it into a bone meal, roughly.
Yeah, it's dust, yeah.
It's kind of dusty with some lumps.
Yeah, will it pass in the ingredients that specify bone dust?
Hmm?
Will it pass?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm just going to put that in a little satchel there. Tie that up. Pop that around my waist. Put that with the next blood in it.
I'll take the meat.
Cool. Yeah. It's
As
festering.
you can see, I'm
rotten
filling out a
meat.
character sheet.
Why are you
Not
filling all
happy.
Oh,
Meat.
because I know.
Just so you're aware.
Is it the
I know
kind
it's
of
gonna
meat
happen.
that you
I'm
can
gonna
probably
go.
bury in the ground and it ferment
Yeah.
and then
Every
it's
colour's
considered a
fine.
delicacy in other
Oh,
places?
so
It's kind of meat that
I know.
if you were to eat its
I'm probably
brain,
gonna
you'd
let
probably
you
get a
kill
prion
No,
disease
don't do that.
because it's a
Oh,
person.
proper fire.
I am a Goliath.
It's a person.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Big ass person.
Yeah, I'll just leave it.
Fair. Okay. Anything else want to be done with the Fomorian?
Can I take one of its hands?
I was going to
Yeah.
say,
Well, it's probably his fingers.
No, I want one of his hands.
Whole hand.
A whole
I
hand.
suggest that we mutilate the body beyond anything.
Actually, do
So,
you reckon if
just
me and
so-
you together use that
Then
club, we'll
you
be able
look
to
at me
use it
funny,
efficiently?
But if anyone was to resurrect this as an undead, they'll have
Take the
this
club.
big thing.
Yeah, no, don't say that. I'll start hacking at it.
Steve,
So you wanna?
Hold on.
Sorry.
if me and Erebos tag team to use the club together, do you reckon we'll be able to use it efficiently?
Use the help action. Yeah, go for it.
Yes, then
So you
we'll,
can
we'll take the club.
Nice.
But you two have to be next to each other, wielding it, and you only make one attack, and it counts as two people have to wield it, and it's both your actions.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
We both have extra attacks, so we can make that.
Cool. So it'd be the last person in the initiative order makes the attack. The first person helps wind it up.
Okay.
It's like the Nodachi kind of samurai sword that requires two people to wield it.
Nice. How many D12s is that?
It's built for a large, so I guess.
It was
well, no,
like-
it's
it was
huge.
3D. It was 3d10,
3D10.
I think. Which is the
Not bad.
Montgomery plus your strength.
I mean, especially if I do, I get all.
Yeah, I'd have to
Extra.
wind it up and then let you.
I would say
take
it's
the strength.
penalty because you're both you're wielding it. You get no strength modifier on it, but you get the base damage.
3d10, yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad, that's not-
Let me just double check.
Well,
Yeah, that's the thing. I could just get.
Sorry, 3d8. 3d8 damage.
Oh, I see.
That's nothing.
7, 4, 11, so 13.
Yeah,
You do like 25 damage just standard.
Yeah.
yeah. Then you got your little magic
Something
on
gives
top
me
if you
insight
hit.
into
If you're the one that
target's
hits.
defences. Would that
Not
be
with
the
not with the club. You have
No,
to have a
'cause-
hammer.
I've
Or
got.
the raise.
Your magic with your class. Yeah,
Divine
you
Fury.
So,
So I get an
it's
extra
DM's
plus.
discretion, isn't it?
I mean, let's take it and see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
It's you're not gonna be able to fit it on the cart.
No, we'll drag it.
So both
But
of
one,
you,
one on one bit of your shoulder and one bit of mine. We'll carry it like a fucking tree. Like
right? Okay, I'm gonna go with this because this is fucking amazing. Okay, so you take its club, you mutilate it beyond recognition into parts, then you
Let's carry on, I guess.
continue on.
What's
Okay,
the do around it?
you continue on, and you reach the foot of the giant's throne. This large cliff appears just appears out of the forest, about 100, almost 100 foot up. The person who would sit on top of it will be able to look out across the Dragon's Foot River. You can look east and see Riverford and Pilferreach. You can look west and see what would be the tower. You can look across the river. This is where the old kings would look to see and obviously look at their enemies.
How long have we gone so far?
So you're 2 days in.
And we're at the
So
foot.
you are go to the map and go here. You've
Who's good
arrived
at climbing.
there.
Alright. I'm gonna whistle.
There is, you can walk up.
You can walk up.
Yeah, it's just you just go around the trees and then wind your way up to the top of the precipice.
How long do you think that would take?
I don't know, 45, 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna.
just whistle to see if my eagles are within any near range.
Roll animal handling.
For a total of 10.
No, you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna head to the top
You head to the top.
with Chuckles and anyone who follows.
I'm coming.
I call them Chuckles. Oh my god.
Oh, that hurts. Chuckles died. Okay, you guys head up to the top of the giant's throne. You kind of look over as the sun starts to dip, and a light
Gonna
starts to fade.
try and
Just
match
looking
where I
familiar to you.
stood in the dream.
Yeah, you kind of look up. You kind of stand where it was, and you kind of look, and you see the towns to your east. You see the river. That's it.
Get anything?
No,
No.
no. I don't know what I was expecting.
You expecting this?
Meteor to either
Yeah,
or
you
comet to
expecting
hit
big
me,
giant rock to
or
hit
there to be something already here.
Roll
Yeah.
perception. As the sun is setting
Disadvantage.
into the sea. Well, you won't be able to see it. In the sea.
I'm
Lands.
staying with the car, by the way.
Yeah, you three in the car. It's just you two. Right?
my hand on
greatsword.
22.
Cool.
So I had a moment where I was like 16 had 6.
You look
16
up
had 6.
and you see the moon over there. And it's full. It's over there at the moment.
Oh,
It's slowly travelling.
shit. I gotta wait. We've gotta wait.
Go away.
We've gotta wait for the moon to get there.
What, tonight?
Maybe.
If you have resistance to attack, does that mean that you don't take any damage from it?
Take half of
I'll
it.
take half.
Alright, so
So we're camping.
it looks like we're camping on top of this fucking cliff.
Well, so in the dream,
Uh-huh.
people camped at the bottom.
Alright. I ain't leaving you up here on your own, dude. I ain't happening. You've had some weird shit, and I ain't going nowhere.
Roll
How many
history.
people were camping?
Well,
I'm
there you
not
go.
even with
That
you.
was the
I'm not
question.
even with you.
History made it a 15.
You remember that there were 5 bedrolls at the bottom, and 4 were occupied.
Ah, shit. It's us. Wow. There were 5 bedrolls,
Uh-huh.
so everyone was camped at the bottom,
Uh-huh.
but only 4 were occupied.
Meaning you were up here.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
So, if 2 of the bedrolls aren't occupied,
it might not come
it's
through.
not going to happen.
What I'll do then is Dust doesn't need a bedroll,
So he can go down there.
so he'll stay with me.
Sounds good.
So then it'll be
You
me and
sure?
Dust. Yeah, it'll be Dust and I. And if anything does go wrong, you'll probably hear me scream for help.
What happened to your 2 knights?
So,
I'm sure we've got someone.
the sun is setting, and
They're not very helpful.
well, the sun is set at this point. There's a kind of orange glow on the horizon.
No, they're not very helpful.
What are you all?
I'm gonna
What do you
set
wanna
up
do?
with the bedrolls with the 2 people, the 2 knights that are still with. Oh no.
What, Ginka and
Yeah.
Gerald?
Are they not with us as well? Also with
They
bedrolls?
they sit there and they camp around the other side.
Oh, weird. How convenient.
I'll wait for everyone else to
It's
set
like a
up.
bandit.
I'll wait for everyone else to set up their bedroll, and then I'll
I can
just
be a
see
dick,
where
and I'm just gonna
is
set up my
left
bedroll in the
for
car.
mine to go.
You can't, yeah.
For somewhere completely else. I don't want this to come true. Imagine if you became strong.
Mm,
I'll start cooking up a storm. Like, shoving loads of shit in there. In my iron pot.
That's nice.
Got a nice little iron pot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beast. I've got a mess kit if you want to use it.
You got any tools with it? Any cook's tools? I want to start something decent.
I've got magic.
I have manacles, a shovel.
How
Well, I'll light the fire for you. There you go.
Sorted.
There you go. We got a fire going.
Got fire.
This is like a Lego puzzle.
Alright, let's.
I'm gonna go hit a tree and hope a piece of egg falls out.
it's not like Minecraft. You just hit a tree. It's like Minecraft.
Get a tree. Shit, diamond. Brilliant.
Oh.
So, you want that fight or not?
If you want to fight me, I'll be at the top.
You're at the top.
I'll be at the top.
Wait a minute. You described something earlier about your dream, didn't you?
So
Meteorite. I reckon I could take it.
I mean, we do have a massive bat now. We could just bat it away.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Come up with me. Yeah.
so
Right. So you set up camp at the bottom.
what I'm going to be doing then is basically I'm just going to be killing time with everyone until it gets to about an hour before midnight-ish. So about
You just keep an eye on the moon,
Yeah.
do you? You see that. Roll a Constitution saving throw. Not saving throw, just a Constitution. What good is that? 2. Okay, roll with advantage because you're a dark elf. Cool. You start to fall asleep.
what the fuck?
You two. You see Ansem just starting to drift off.
How close is he to the edge?
No, he's at the campsite with you.
Oh, he's at the camp. Okay, it's fine.
And he's obviously in his bits. Your kind of bedrolls are set out. You've got the fire kind of roaring. Got food coming away. He's kind of keeping an eye on it, and you just see him going, sleeping away. What do you do?
Does it look?
He looks peaceful.
Could I
He
do an
looks-
insight?
Yeah.
To see if this was like some sort of natural. Oh, maybe not. That's 5.
Nice. Yeah, you just see him nod off. It's been a long day. Definitely gets the Fomora in. Just think maybe he's exhausted.
Okay, maybe we can
But
wake
I
him up
don't
some other
sleep.
time.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of meta thing there, but
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's one of those things.
Yeah.
You've been with me for months now.
Well,
Yeah.
you kind of you're sitting there just kind of eyes down, away. You know, you're not doing the kind of weird Doctor Strange thing where your ethereal body comes out and starts reading books. But
my insight suggests that
what was the insight number?
it was just 5.
No, you
Yeah.
kind of sit there and go, oh, he's probably just closing his eyes,
Yeah.
meditating.
Yeah.
Can I get from you 4 night shift orders? So I want shift 1, shift 2, shift 3, shift 4.
4 shifts.
Yep. Well, it's up to you. You can break into 2.
Salazar chooses to sleep.
Okay, you got 8 hours to split.
I'm keeping an eye on him for the first night, so I'll say
I've got 4 hours, so whichever one you want to pick me on.
So can you decide?
Hey, I got woken up
Yeah.
from my sleep. Salazar
I'll
chooses
be
to sleep.
first. Why not?
Not me and you taking this first watch.
Alright then.
Alright,
Cool. And Erebos has got last.
cool, let's do this.
Cool. Erebos gets to your shift. They wake you up. Go forward. You got. Cool. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. We have a +6. Come on.
Oh no, not saving throw because you're not.
Nat 20?
Just a,
20.
oh, what would be with just a standard Constitution? Oh, nat 20 roll.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay.
So 23.
You get really drowsy as this kind of these glowing lights appear. Little glow bugs, what they're called.
Fireflies.
That's the one. Start to surround kind of the campsite and they kind of dance along with the fire. And you get a bit sleepy just watching them. It's kind of mesmerising. Ansem, you awaken from your meditation slumber feeling like your left palm is burning and it's on fire. As in, you look at it, nothing is wrong, but you feel like this thing has. You feel like you are holding lava in the palm of your hand. How does Ansem react to that feeling?
It's a lot of. If we look up, where's the moon? Is it?
Very close.
It's very. Basically, it's the. Clasp it with my other hand, clenched up, and I'm just gonna make a dart for the top.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
You book it right to the.
Yeah, I don't even think so.
Erebos, you see Ansem wake up in a panic, clench his hand and run up the kind of narrowed pathway that leads to the top of Giant's Throne.
Okay. Am I still quite drowsy?
I would say you kind of got your senses, but you're like, ooh, kind of this weird sleepiness, drowsiness has gone over you. But you're compass mentis.
Pesky kids. I just
Pesky kids.
I can't abandon my comrades here.
Okay.
So I'll stay.
Okay.
But I'll try and keep an eye out to see.
You keep an eye on what's going on. You can't really see, but obviously you got dark vision back. Right. So you got double dark vision.
I've got my amazing dark vision of 150 foot.
Ooh, bang. And you go all the way up, and you go up. Right. You kind of clamber through the trees, and you go through, and you finally get to the edge, kind of the small plateau that makes up Giant's Throne. And you see a figure standing on the end of, kind of towards the edge, not over it, but towards it.
I'm gonna get my quarterstaff out and just cast the Grim Scythe on it.
Cool. He's got his hands behind his back. His long, glowing, kind of blonde hair with grey streaks in it kind of goes down his cloak and long robe. He's got his hands down his back and he goes, I remember a time where I looked upon this throne and thought of what a beautiful world. And he turns, and it's Gambion Everspire. And he goes, this world is not as I remembered it from a long time ago. Ah, my dear boy. You called, I answered. He kind of steps forward to you, and you notice Grim Scythe, and he kind of opens his robe up, and you see this beautiful ornate longsword, and kind of see this plate armor that almost looks like kind of these scales kind of going down. This looks like it's been handcrafted to fit him. It looks like he's wearing it, and he's not even feeling the weight of it. And he goes, I don't think that should be necessary for us to talk. Calcifer came to me and told me something quite interesting. And he holds up his hands and flicks it. And between you and him, Calcifer appears. However, she's not as what she used to look like. Instead of being tall and proud, she's hobbled onto the floor on her knees, with her hands look like they're bound by infernal chains. And she looked like she's been beaten, even though she's cloaked in pure black. You can see that she's just, her hair is across her face, and she's huddled over as if she's been beaten constantly. And she goes, she had a lot to confess once her soul was separated from yours. So, would you care to explain? Or shall I just tell you what she told me?
What did she tell you then?
Well, what my friends have managed to get out of her, you and her almost made an allegiance, though.
Just made an allegiance.
Almost made an allegiance, although you turned it down. I like that. However, you've yet to retrieve the book, I see.
Oh, surprisingly, it's in a difficult place to go.
Yes, supposedly it is. She's told me enough. However, she's also told me of the other option that's been given to you. He kind of looks to the west. And he goes, I'm aware of this creature who thinks he is as righteous as some pious priest, but he is but an evil, strange creature in a seat that he does not belong.
Don't think you have any high ground to say anything's evil.
He kind of steps forward
all.
towards you. His eyes flare, literally from his standard yellow eyes, they go red with rage. And he goes, I have seen worse evils than you could ever imagine.
I think I know.
And I can tell what is evil.
Because, surprisingly, I don't think Casper's told you. I've done my homework.
He goes, so have I. And he offers you to glance off the eastern edge of the cliff. You might want to check on your friends.
Is this your doing?
He kind of looks.
No, answer now. Affects
They
everything.
have my orders and they're waiting for a signal. And
You're holding them hostage.
he offers a hand for you to gaze down at the edge. I will not step forward, of course. Not that I don't need to, but I wouldn't.
The red one you can kill. The rest I don't. Yeah, the rest you try to. I'll end you.
Have you looked, or are you just going to guess?
I will look.
Cool. You look, and you see. Roll a perception to see how much you see.
Oh, that's a 20 anyway.
Nat 20, but I got rolled disadvantage, so 22.
You see at least 7 dark clothed figures around the campsite. Not have yet been spotted by Erebos. They hold small metallic objects that shine off the moonlight, giving Gambion the acknowledgement that they're in place.
Question: how far away are they from us? Just a DM's player.
I would
within the
say
weapon of
about
warning?
no,
Okay.
they're about 50 or 60 feet
That's
because Calcifer was there when you got the weapon of warning.
Oh, she knows. Bastards.
He goes, I have done She has told me enough. My friend in the Abyssal Plane has given me several of his servants to break this creature. This disgusting breed that I somehow spawned. He kind of like stares at her with daggers and he goes, we got enough information. And she kind of looks at you, her eyes kind of like open, like almost like I'm sorry, but almost you should kind of like fucking told you so.
No, I'm literally ignoring her existence.
That's fine. She goes, this is what you're going to do. And you're going to do it now. We make a new pact. Not with her, but with me. You agree, your friends will live. All of them will live. Don't, they'll die by the time that you manage to get to leave this cliff. What I ask is for you to swear to me, once you gain the Orcus Arcanum, that you'll bring it to me. And if you were to hand it to me or break this pact in any way, your soul will now belong to me. I have those that can collect them, and I will see it delivered. And I will use your powers for greatness, and my own, for my own will. He looks to you and goes, you have significant power that I wish to harness. I wish to have you on my side during these troubling times. I know what is our future. I know what's coming. And I am a good way of surviving through it. And if you were to ally with me, you will survive it too. And maybe some of your friends. But if you were to betray me, I'll see to it that you are the first to fall.
There's just one thing. I am not your pawn, and I'm going to cast Army of the Dead.
Cool. He casts Counterspell at 9th level.
Oh, shit.
He walks towards you, not drawing his weapon, and he casts Counterfire away. And he stands about barely 3 feet away from you. As you kind of bring up your Raise of the Dead, he literally just almost shuts it down, and you see like this strange bubble appear between you, and go. And his eyes glow red. His hair glows yellow.
Does that turn off my Grim Scythe?
No. I think it's just to stop that magic coming out of you. And he goes, I wish for us to be allies. I know the power that you seek, and I are the best ways to harness that power.
Yes, but the problem is, I don't like you.
It's fine.
And I refuse to be subjugated to you.
Subjugated is such an angry word.
I will not kneel
Allies.
to you.
I'm not expecting you to kneel. I'm expecting you to work with me.
Yet here you are, trying to put a knife to my throat,
To their
threatening
throats.
them, trying to get to
Them.
me. I'm sorry.
It looks to you and goes, I know what you find useful. If you want them, either they die tonight or they die in the future. Your way of surviving it, obviously letting them live, is by joining me.
I'm confident they'll survive. I'm confident in their abilities to survive.
He smirks and you see
And I'm
like,
gonna go for a swing.
cool. This is going to be major exposition time. So hold on to
Yeah.
your horses. Can we clear the board? Can we set up 2 halves? One with everyone around the campfire, and one with Ansem. And I need. I'll use this token as Gambion. Because what's going to happen is you've never. Yeah. Oh, exposition time. I've been waiting to bust this bad boy out. So to everyone at home, Gambion Everspire is one of the second bad guy that they kind of met and they kind of got bad juju from. They were first introduced to him as the king under the mountain, and he was kind of seen as this very powerful magic user, humanoid in shape, long golden hair, kind of flecked with grey, yellow eyes, very trim beard, very very posh looking, almost looks like Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones. best way I can describe him.
Do I know not?
Yeah, actually put a big line between along this way, so we've got half. And if we do the campfire to your left,
To my left.
see, yeah. So I'm going to stand up for everybody. So if I put the cliff edge like this, so that way it's in the same direction. So north is this way. So that way is north. Just so we get confused. If we got confused, so I think that's you, Anson.
Yeah.
And Dusty is here.
And he'll be with the party because I didn't bring him with me.
And then the rest of the party are down here. And I'm just going to draw some.
It was a panic.
Oh, sorry. If you can draw some
use
a
a
campfire, then a
level
load of trees.
Did you do that?
Um,
I think that beats my fourth purple just a bit.
Ryan, could you grab out?
I would just use cat spell and try and get him to do the
Miniature
thing.
box.
I don't have
Yeah, the miniatures box. Can you get 6 tokens?
Oh,
for me,
you don't do.
please? No, can you make that? Sorry, can you make that 7?
7.
7.
$10.
Worst trees ever.
Ah, good.
That's beautiful.
Hello,
trees.
Friday,
Let me
mate.
turn that to the action cam so everyone can see.
That's what brother.
Beautiful. Right, let's just move that back.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, fast asleep.
So Anson over here.
Just to let you know, fast asleep, and it'll take a lot to wake me up. It's just a personality trait. Sleeps heavy.
Kick you in the stomach. Get the fuck out. We got fighting.
Cool. So if you can plot them around the kind of campfire, kind of the south, southeast, east, and northeast corners. You've got 7 of them around, and can I have one last one that would look like Gambion Everspire.
So 7 down here and then 1 up there.
You got one that is Gambion Everspire. Okay.
Like that.
Yeah. Move those out of the way, just so I can see what's going on. Let me set up the sheet. So.
I wish I brought my little King Theoden glue. There we go. Let's
There you go.
What's his name? Irma.
That works.
We have a base for him.
There you go.
Guy, could you quickly get that?
Yeah. How does the thingy work?
Center button, let it speak, and then the right hand button, hold it down for it.
Oh. We need another dude for that.
Okay. So. Right, okay. So, we've got Gambion here. Very nice. Down there. Ooh, exposition time. Right, okay, so, Erebos, you need to make a perception check.
We're gonna fucking die.
So whilst Guy is just dealing with the door, so for everybody at home, we're just going to do Erebos whilst he was saw that Guy was running up the thing. You kind of sit back and just have a look and just look around. You're kind of intrigued by all these fireflies. What do you do? Do you look at the mountain or cliff edge? What do you do?
Well, I used my opportunity, considering everyone's asleep. I grabbed my knife. I'm going down. No, I'll just,
Kill them all.
I'm going to see if there's any leftovers from the meal. Sort of treat myself to a little bit of extra food.
Okay.
I have no reason to suspect anything.
Okay.
So where's the thing of warning?
It's on me.
It's on you.
That's my weapon.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
No one's within
everyone
range.
should be out of 30 feet away
Yeah.
on the bow.
Where's that? So Ollow's here.
I was there.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah. So everyone's definitely
Everyone's
far away.
Out of the way.
Cool. Okay. We're going to do some big ass things. So we've got.
Delicious pizza.
Oh my god! Hell.
Where
Right.
did you order from?
Texas pizza.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, my
That's
dude.
why it says delicious
Where's
pizza.
the order?
This is Texas pizza. It's 2 words that you'll never
Just,
expect to put together.
pepperoni.
Oh, what done is?
Bad looking pizza.
like
It's just
That's a
Erebos
good looking
getting a natural 1 on perception. Right.
He's
Ga-
already blind.
you
I do have one eye.
I like
Do you
that.
want,
I just imagine you like.
dog skeleton attempt.
I feel like
Okay,
you
he
like
just
rubbed
wouldn't be
your eye
asleep,
and
would he?
put your
He's
finger
Yeah,
actually
he's
up.
up all the time.
Like you just
So can he attempt
did some
perception?
chili.
Always
for
was.
dinner.
A 4.
no. So, sorry. What was the trigger again? You were attacking Gambion.
Yes.
Right. Cool. Roll to hit.
30.
30
Yeah.
hits.
For 10 necrotic.
Cool. What attack were you using? Sorry.
A grim scythe.
Cool. You bring the scythe along, and as soon as the scythe comes at him, you see it go as it strikes him. It does. You literally see a small tear in his cloak as he looks at you and goes, "My dear boy, so sad. The power you could have harnessed." And you see his hand rise. Right.
Oh, this is gonna sting.
Dude's gonna cast a fucking spirit bomb, man.
One-handed.
He's already gone Super Saiyan. That's gone blocked.
Right. So we've got 7.
Think of all the
7
XP,
figures
guys.
Oh no.
appear out of the shadows. They're all going to sneak attack, but you don't get the sneak attack.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
you're now enraged
Yeah.
as you see these hobgoblin ninja monks appear out of the shadows.
Goblins.
These are the
Oh.
Iron Shadow, the hobgoblin own ninja forces almost. They are going to come up to you within 20 feet if you can move all 7 of them within 20 feet of the players.
Just FYI, with the weapon of warning, that we can't
Thing.
be surprised.
Yeah, so you're all now awake and the weapon starts ringing.
Ah, they're really cute.
Cool. And they're going to throw. And they're going to throw a fuck ton of darts. So the first one is going to throw 4 darts into the back of Erebos. So it misses, hits, badly hits. So you're going to take a fuck ton of damage. So double hits is you take
Sorry, guys.
9, 14. Can't actually think. 23 points of damage as 3 darts appear onto your back.
You're already
Just piercing.
Just piercing.
Cool. What was that again, sorry? 24?
23.
23.
Yep, 23.
So
The
You're
next
right.
one is going to throw it
Really?
at you again. Sorry, at you. The next one along. Hits. Misses. Cool. Okay, so you take 13 points of extra piercing damage.
Again?
Yep, and
You
this
know
one
you can
throws
speak, alright,
2
yeah.
more darts,
Oh,
and
Lord.
they come up along your arm.
6.
The third one along is going to throw 4 darts at Drogon on the floor. Misses, hits, misses. AC 17.
It's AC 17, yeah.
Misses. So you hit only 1 dart hits you, and you take 5 points of damage. Next one is going to throw it at the skeleton.
18. AC 18.
Hits. Misses. So it takes 7 points of damage. So that's 4 down. It's got 3 left. 1 more at the dust skeleton. That's a normal person. It takes 5 more damage. Second one is going to do it at Arlo. Arlo's got
AC 20.
1 hits, 2 definitely hits. Okay, you're going to take quite a bit because 1 critically hit you in the back of the neck.
Right in my neck.
Cool. You take 10 plus 4, so 14 piercing damage. And the last one's going to throw at you, Salazar. Salazar, what was your AC again?
My AC's only 15.
So 1 does hit. And you take 5 points of damage from the dart hitting your leg. That's obviously all their jump goes. Gambion is going to come in as top of the round with the the hobgoblins, and I've got his stat block here.
This entire book.
Yeah. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Maybe.
As he's still got his shape.
I think it's 17. Yeah, 17.
Cool, you fail. You are now frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat it at the end of each of your turns, and if you succeed, you're fine within 24 hours. But you are now frightened of him. As he walks up to you, you feel the very air start to like hiss and boil around you as the temperature starts to rise. As he places a foot slightly in front of from where he was standing, you see the grass literally just blacken under his feet, and the heat start to emanate away off his armour. You see it not to glow either. It's handling heat very well. And he goes to you and goes, "Don't start something you can't finish." Let's all roll on proper initiative.
Shit.
Gambion gets top spot as default.
Okay.
Give it.
Just the thing with
Arlo, if you
17.
17, Anson,
13.
Dusty,
19.
Erebos,
11.
Drogon,
5.
Salazar.
3.
Oh, Salazar, what's going on?
What are you chatting, mate?
Hobgoblins.
It feels a bit nicer.
Oh, they got a good number.
What was yours again, Ryan?
11.
And what was yours?
13.
Cool.
What's the hobgoblins?
Hobgoblins are after Gambion.
Oh,
it's
okay,
Gambion and
so-
Hobgoblins straight away.
Okay, yeah.
I'll say that was their order, because that works really, really well. Gambion uses his right apparent presence. He comes up to you and he emits this intense heat. Roll a Constitution saving throw as you feel your follicles and your hair and your kind of almost like an intense sunburn. 5. You take
Before we properly get into this, when I level up, do I get
10
my maximum
points
hit
of
points? 'Cause
damage.
Yeah,
as your
1d6
skin starts
plus
to
your
burn.
constitution
You
modifier.
also take 3 points of psychic damage as you.
Or you
kind
can
of
take the standard
feel
4 plus your constitution
like
modifier.
He is
1d6.
definitely something
Oh, that's a 6 plus
There you
4.
go. So that's
So
weird.
another 10.
Yeah, this is not a human wizard.
So there's an
This is
additional 10
something
on top of what I
completely
already
different
Yeah.
now.
have. I can see on here, just out of curiosity. I
Cool.
don't think I've ever done this.
That's
Just
just
click
Hobgoblin's
that.
turn.
And
Done the
tell me
thing.
if I need to add more. Do I need to add like another 5, 6? Because I've never done that before.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
each level.
So, okay.
So
You should
another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more points on because you've probably done that at the very beginning.
Okay.
What's that?
His HP for his
My HP.
You're missing Constitution.
No, he's forgot
I
about
have-
his draconic resilience
Resistance.
thing.
Which gives me an extra +1, 1 hit point. which
Oh,
is
so
a lot.
yeah.
But I've never done it before. I never even knew that was a thing. So I was just reading it. I was like, oh.
Okay, Dusty's turn. Dusty's now aware of these weird
that definitely explains
hobgoblin
a lot.
monks that are now
65.
appearing
Yeah.
out of the
Mine
darkness
was.
and throwing darts at everybody.
Right, so because he's a little hero, he's gonna gun for the grey one that's closest to him to protect the sleeping people.
Actually, was I still asleep or awake at that point?
I think we've all woken up.
You've all woken up now with the darts in your ass.
We've got darts and the
So they hit me while I was
weapons
asleep?
Screaming. Yeah.
As you were waking up. So you woke up because of the alarm, they hit because they were the top of the round, and luckily they got a 22, so they would have gone to the top of the round anyway.
Yeah, I was just making sure that I was awake when I was hit. Otherwise, some more damage.
24 to hit.
Hits the hobgoblin Iron Shadow. Yes.
5.
Oh, so much. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a clockwise order. So that -5. Cool. Anything else from Dusty?
No.
Okay. Goes to Arlo. Got some darts in your ass at this point, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. So I'm gonna rip them out of my ass and run charging for the first guy that I see.
Cool. It's the
Believes
one
that.
behind you, I think. Behind Erebos.
Behind Erebos. Yeah.
I think so. Is that right?
Yeah, that archer dude over there.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run screaming at him.
Yep.
Great sword in hand that I'm just gonna swing for him viciously without malice. Well, without mercy.
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, nice.
For a total 11 points of damage.
Special cards.
I'm gonna whoop him again. For a 13 to hit.
It does not.
Shit.
Anything else?
No, I don't have anything else to do. So yeah, that's basically it. That's my thing.
Okay. Arlo, you obviously come in, do a good strike on the on that one there. She kind of gives out a shriek of pain, but you see her prise up 4 extra darts from her belt line,
Oh hell no!
and she kind of gives you the kind of glint of these are going to go in your ass.
What is it with you in my ass?
Ansem, it's your turn. On the cliff face, you now hear the sounds of battle coming from below you.
His dick earlier, isn't it?
People on the floor, you hear the ground shaking, and it's feeling like it's emanating from the cliff face.
Okay.
Steve, can you pass me the box that has these in so I can grab the new one?
So
you
I'm
said
frightened,
boxes.
aren't I? So
You are frightened, so any attack on
I
him
thought there
will
was only one for sorcerers, isn't it?
I'm going to
Sorcerers.
Sorcerers is in that.
move.
Think about
Yeah,
I'm
that.
not
but-
disengaging,
Okay.
Steve. So do you want to like
I don't want it
do
now.
anything?
No,
Opportunity
he's
attacks?
not going to hurt you. He's going to continue. He's going to walk towards you and convince you.
Getting some space, and I'm gonna.
He needs you. You feel.
I'm going to cast Drain Life on him.
Cool. What do I need to do?
It's a con save.
It's a con save.
Yeah.
You really want me to do a con save?
Yeah.
Cool. I get a 26.
Yeah, that passes.
Just. Oh shit.
He, as you kind of blast him with a load of energy, he's going to walk towards you now, as one of his legendary actions.
Oh god.
He walks towards you, and he's going to he stops the fire. The fire. You see the grass not reacting to his touch, as he places his hands on you, and obviously his hand's got this beautiful gauntlet. And the hands on you, it doesn't hurt, and he goes, "Join me. Don't do something stupid."
I'm gonna see him roll off. I don't be feared anymore before I get sassy with him.
Yep.
No, that's a 16.
Nope. What is? You got a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah.
I've got the DC here. What's the max you can actually roll?
Oh, max.
Yeah.
Was 23.
Cool. You can't actually do it.
I can't.
You can't.
Nope.
You will now be constantly frightened of him for 24 hours.
Sweet.
He looks at you and goes, "Join me. We can survive what is becoming."
I don't want to survive it. I'm gonna fucking own it.
He looks at you and you see the eyes start to obviously turn yellow and goes, "I need that book." He is
That's
going.
Nice.
He goes. He kind of looks down and goes, I give you one last chance.
Thank you.
Looks down at your friends and goes, I give you one last chance. My men are expendable to me, but your men aren't. One last chance for that book.
I'm glad to know we're not expendable to you.
You can't hear as the ground shakes with his intensity of his voice, even though it's quiet.
You plan for your men to die. I have faith mine won't. I can't do anything else really.
Cool. He can't. He's going to do it on his next. I'm using legendary actions, kind of like this vision, so it's obviously me if I'm it. So I'll wait for someone else's go. It goes to Erebos.
I'll go to that dude. I'll recklessly attack.
Cool. As flavour, sorry. As you start running up to the person, you see these stone spikes start to appear out of the ground. None of them hit you, however, but they start to appear and sprout
Well, like everywhere.
around, like 20 foot around the campsite.
Nice. There's 22 hit.
22 hits. Yeah, it hits the shadow kind of.
Okay. 7, 5, 12, 16, 21, 23, 26.
Damn! 26 points damage.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, man. Jesus. Yeah, you're fucking it up. It's not dead, but it's
Okay.
fucked up.
Go for the actual attack.
It's dead.
17.
Just hits.
Nice.
She starts to try and she dodges kind of like almost half your first attack, but you kind of feint and bring it down on her chest, and she falls to the ground. How much damage do you do?
17.
Cool, yeah, it's dead.
Nice.
One hobgoblin down. It goes to Drogon.
Actually, if I can just go up to that one.
Yep. Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Oh shit.
Why you do that?
Yeah, not 20.
Cool. These stone spikes keep sprouting. You just make your way around them, and to obviously get to the next person.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Drogon.
These three are hobgoblins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We all know what's about to happen.
Yeah. I mean, this is
That's
Dusty.
Dusty, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So there's just these three. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do a level. Ooh. Mm. One second. How far can I go?
A while ago, so.
Slops is about. Good lad. That's his band.
90 feet. How far away is the cliff? Or like, can I see up on the cliff face?
You can't see. No, it's
Okay.
about 90 foot up,
Damn it.
100 foot.
Alright, cool. I'm going to do a third level Thunder Wave.
That's got a sting.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dusty.
Well, no.
No,
What? It's
Oh.
like, it's in a cube this way.
These cubes,
Yeah.
right?
So, right, so it's like 3x3, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All those guys, nothing else, no one else is getting hurt. I'm lovely jubbly. So that's 2d8, 3d8, 4d8 damage. So you got to make a constitution saving throw for each of them.
Cool.
I need 4d8.
48. Okay.
Fail. Fail. All fail.
All failed.
That's got a sting.
4d8.
48.
Thank you. Okay, so
It's a lot of 7.
That's a
wow,
lot.
that's 3 7s and 1 8.
Whoa.
Okay, so 29 points of damage.
Is it?
Yeah.
Quick math.
Yeah. Yeah, 29 points of damage each.
And because they failed, they get pushed.
Yep. They also all go flying back 10 feet. Wow, that is like
That's
you can't really get a better roll than
It's not like
That's it. I was right to have faith in their abilities.
yeah, like literally just to prove look what I did.
You see them.
It's called making a statement.
It's called having a Drogon. It's like you hate having me around, but then it's good having me around.
You
should
see
see the barn.
you throw them back. You shoot them back. Can you move them back?
I think it's 10 feet. I'll just
10
double
feet, please.
check.
Yeah, he's already done it.
it's
Yeah,
10
10 feet.
So
So,
move them all back 10 feet.
prone, I guess. Or
Does it say prone?
Yeah, it'd be
Should
neck
say
prone,
prone.
I think.
Unsuccessful.
No, just push.
Just push. Each
Push.
creature in a 15 foot must do a saving throw on failed save, take D8, and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Yeah.
And like,
Cool.
unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically
Okay.
10 foot away.
Anything else for Drogon? They're still alive. They kind of do these like flips back and
Why is
land
he-
on the ground.
If he was there, would he not have gone?
It's in the direction of however you're doing it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I'm there and no, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just put 10 feet.
Cool. Doesn't matter.
Anything else for Drogon?
Oh well, I mean, like you just heard like that was an audible boom 300 meters away, so you definitely heard that, and you know what's going on.
Statements being made.
Cool. I'm gonna look around just to see what the fuck is going on. I mean, I'm already aware of what's going on, but you know, I was bleary-eyed, darted in the butt, and then everything's all fire and things. So, is there a big moon thing in the sky?
It's a moon.
Well, like you know,
Just
the
the moon.
fiery thing, the real reason why we're
Cool.
here.
There's a moon, but you don't see a comet.
So at
Cool.
this point, I'm basically cursing your name in my own fucking head that we're out here for no fucking reason, having a bit of a wank off with these guys.
Anything else for Drogon?
I'm about to get butt fucked by these guys. Right. Well, if you're gonna get butt fucked, I'm gonna one. So I already took one. So 2, 3, 4, and I'm just gonna literally just scream in this guy's face, like just harsh intimidate, like fuck you.
Cool. Okay.
Considering I'm just I mean, I rolled.
You wanna
D20.
go? You wanna go?
Yeah. Oh shit! Actually, then I get +4 on those because it's a sound-based thing.
+4 to hit,
Oh,
damage.
Wasn't it +4 damage? Is it +4 damage to each dice?
No, just in total, as if you
total.
just had the
Oh,
charisma.
okay.
It was 20, so it was 29.
It's a 33.
They're all
33.
do,
Cool. They're all dead.
They're all dead.
Yep.
Okay.
As they're all thrown away.
In that case, I'm gonna.
Cool. The sound echoes. You hear kind of his Gambion's head barely moves.
Cool.
But it's that cheeky grinner.
In that case, I'm gonna run over and scream at this guy instead.
Cool. Okay.
Do you want me to roll?
Roll,
Is it worth
yeah,
me
roll.
rolling an intimidation?
Go. This guy's got orders. He's
He's just seen 3 of his friends get obliterated by.
I wouldn't
just
say
walking
friends.
over.
I would say
Colleagues.
Work
colleagues.
colleagues.
They're part of a ninja organisation. I think they're just here to do the job. But what do you get?
20.
20. Okay. This guy won't attack you.
Cool.
Gambion looks at you and goes, I've not seen nothing yet. And he turns and you see his neck start to expand and grow these large scales. As his figure starts to morph, his neck gets longer, these 2 large wings sprout from his back. This long ass tail appears. It's actually a fucking gold dragon. An ancient gold dragon. As he lumbers off the side of the cliff, and his wings extend full breadth as he's about to dive off the cliff face, and you see this glow appearing from his neck. Salazar. Not Salazar? Yeah, it's Salazar.
If it's going
Yeah, so I was just looking around the camp in general to figure out who's not with us.
Okay.
And I remember saying shaking at the cliff, and I remember
I'm going to use the troll because I've got nothing else, to be honest. That's
and
the
I
size of
remember
the
you saying about being on top of the cliffside looking down on the campfire.
I might eat your costs.
So I take all those as an initiative to look behind me towards the cliff face.
Cool. You see a dragon hanging, almost leaning off the edge of the cliff, appearing to about to dive, and his mouth and jaw is agape with an orange glow coming at the back of it. You don't think there's you never thought there was a person up there. You just see a dragon now appearing.
Yeah, I run towards it.
You're gonna run up the cliff face. It's about
I got 80 feet of movement if I dash.
cool. It's like a
And
45
climbing
minute
speed.
climb.
And climbing speed.
Oh, you're gonna climb up.
I've got climbing speed. I've got 80
Okay.
feet of movement.
It's 100-foot climbing, so you
It was
can get there
90
in
feet.
It was 90 feet earlier.
90 to 100, but I will take 90. If you can do, you know what? If it's a really fucking good roll, I'll give you 90. But I said 90 to 100.
It's alright.
Mostly because I didn't want. Well, it was just for a bit that you will see it.
Fuck it, I'm doing it in rage as well, so I got the advantage on it.
Go for it.
Oh shit.
In total, it is a 19.
Go on, I'll fucking give you it.
Oh.
You get up to, you get to 10 feet away from them because you got your halberd. You can swipe at them.
I've actually got the spear,
Oh, you got the spear. 95.
but I can use.
Is the dragon
Marshall-
jumping off the cliff?
It's
Sorry, Claude.
parent.
But I've got martial adept, so I can use lunging to increase the 5-foot radius, so
yeah,
I
it's
can
the
actually
same
hit him. But I can't because I just use dash as my main action.
So there you go.
But I'm trying to grab his attention.
Cool.
Either way,
That's fucking
if he
quick,
comes,
Yeah,
if he
literally
comes
just-
down, or if he goes to do anything, I want to jump, and just grab him and just try and grab onto him.
Cool. Okay, so you can set up a. Okay,
That's what I want to do.
Okay, so the dragon, or dragon, Gambion's dragon form.
Can I use my reaction to try and grab him?
He first uses his. Oh, you got you're still frightened, so you can. No,
He's
I'm
not
just
getting
gonna
a
say no, you
reaction
can't,
attack.
because I think as you saw him transform, because you were originally frightened from him when he was a human form. I'm gonna be just completely honest, and you can confirm to this me. As he morphs into a fucking ancient gold dragon, who's obviously very pissed off in the world, I think the last thing you would do is probably hold on to him.
Depending on the situation, really. So
As he
I just told you the
leans
situation.
off the edge.
It's one of those things because you've got the adrenaline going through you. So kind of thing, you do stupid shit when it's like, oh fuck, now or never, people die. Quick mass.
He bounds off. He's going to use his fire breath, which means Salazar, you're going to bear the brunt of this.
Yeah. I'll get in the fucking throat, in the whale.
Duffy
You gotta-
and Drogon all need to make a dexterity saving throw as he swoops down. He's going to char this entire bit, and he's going to turn, which also means Erebos, you'll need to make a dexterity saving throw. He's literally doing a giant L.
And can I roll
So
to
he's got
grapple
90
onto him
foot
as
of
well?
cone to use.
Can I roll to grapple onto him as well?
I'll make you a choice. Either dexterity to get out of the way.
No,
or
I'm going to take it brunt of it, and I'm just going to try and wrestle his fucking mouth.
use dexterity to. Obviously, he's a huge. He's a gargantuan. Sorry, he's not huge. So he's 40 foot big. I would say use a dexterity to grapple, to hold on to him like you would hold on to a running horse.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. Everyone else, dexterity to get out of the way. So Salazar, Erebos,
27.
you manage to grab onto his tail.
Oh god.
After you're going to get a fuck ton of dice. Let's see if you survive the fire, shall we?
16 for the skeletons.
Cool. Fails.
20.
Fails.
19.
Fails.
Fuck.
Right.
Is it too late for me to use counterspell?
You can't
not a spell.
count. Yeah.
Is it not a spell?
No, it's coming from his neck.
Breath attack.
The breath attack. Cool. I need 13d10.
What? 13.
We're not going to give it to you.
You get 13d4 and you will like it.
Equally as killable.
Cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
2,
Play the
3. I don't
Just,
think you have 13.
just to have a
D10,
peek
so-
at what
Give me
the
as many
damage
as you
output
can.
we're looking for.
D100,
It's like
D100
that
fine.
news story I sent in the group chat, which was like 260,000
I typed
types.
in how much that was in damage types, and it's over 776,000. Yeah.
But I was just like,
9,
that's basically what he's doing here.
10,
Yeah, it was 200 and it
How
was,
many
There
do
you go,
you
that's
need?
13. Oh, no,
I'm doing them all yet.
that's 13.
that was roughly the amount it was, yeah?
Okay.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
4,
Yeah?
6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So
Is it
double
D6?
check.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Everyone's gonna fucking die.
Right.
And I'm gonna watch. So I'm not in
That's
this
the
It
race.
hits all the Iron Shadows as well.
Oh, it hits everyone.
Well, the one... no, 2 Iron Shadows are going down as well. He's literally immolating the ground.
Well,
The proof point. Right. Can someone
Calculator.
calculate this, please?
Calculator.
So,
Don't know
everyone
why you
watching
didn't
at
do it- I
home,
don't know why you didn't do it on here so the audience could watch.
I can re-roll it.
What we got?
Just re-roll the large one.
Hold on.
if yours better on the
Well, no
That
one
is
knows what
actually a
we're
lot
doing.
better because I got a load of 2s than the other one.
Mm.
But you asked me to. Cool. If someone can add that all up.
1, 2, 3, 4. How many D10s is it?
13.
Okay, so it's 13. What are the chances of you getting a 1?
That's a lot of death right now.
That actually might kill people outright.
That's gonna kill quite a few people outright.
I reckon.
So who's in this fucking cone? I'm not in this cone. am I?
You
No.
luckily have just escaped it.
I think
She's
you're the
literally-
only one.
She's taken
You and me.
an L turn.
What? How many?
82 points of damage.
Yo!
I'm out.
Yeah,
Dead.
that's
Well, it's half for you because you're drow.
What?
You're resistant to fire, aren't you?
No.
drows don't get resistance to fire.
Oh, I think you're resistant to
Like,
fire.
I would have got a dragon.
No, you got resistance to fire.
Oh, I do have resistance to
Resistant to
fire.
fire.
So you're unconscious.
Hold on. Flavor text. So,
Plot armor.
you knocked out with it.
Just knocked out.
So, I've got to try better then, haven't I?
Yeah.
How many does he get? Recharge 5-6, I think.
How many hits are you on?
Yeah, recharge 5-6.
Huh?
Oh,
How many
no,
hits do
actually.
you have max?
Oh, yeah.
My max
yeah.
hit points is 40.
14.
Okay.
Yeah, drops you to
So you're
At
knocked
least doesn't
out.
kill you then.
Cool, Dusty's
So
definitely
what?
dead.
So what?
It's
I
the
take half.
mithril gone. That's the
So
question.
how much was
No,
it?
he is
It's just like
86.
every-
the dragon's
Huh?
fire.
86 in total.
Okay, so yeah, I'm unconscious.
I would say the mithril stays, but the bones are gone.
Mithril's good, man, but I don't think it can outlast dragon's fire.
Yeah, it's mithril! You never find mithril!
Mithril's screwed. It can't be screwed. Obviously, that was screwed a wild boar sort of thing. But dragon's fire. Sorry, that's an idea argument that we'll have later on. Okay, so
I'm googling this.
okay, thank you. Right, so it was what 82 points damage.
86.
86. Right. As he comes down, you hear the same sound you've heard so many times. Each time the comets hit you, each time you've seen anything, this horrible sound, that is the sound you have heard. This dragon's fire, and it goes lights up this entire area. The goblin's iron shadow go disappear into ash. The dragon's fire immolates Salazar, who
It's still alive.
is still alive. Somehow, Dusty goes and is being fact-checked at the moment regarding Mithril Allen. Drogon is everything you're currently wearing is you are naked on the floor.
I was already naked.
You're probably half naked as well by this point.
I don't really wear clothes anyway.
Oh, you're a barbarian, aren't you? You're naked. And he's turns his
Who's
wings
actually unconscious?
and so these two are unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm just annoyed that I can't use like a reaction.
Cool. Can you move Gambion Everspire, the now gold
Oh,
dragon,
No,
to
no,
over
my,
where the J
ring
token,
of the
J
Grammarian, right?
number plate is?
Gameplay.
That
Yeah.
means I can change.
Okay, and I'm on him, I guess, so.
of the spell to make it something else.
And you're holding onto his
And
tail.
like so here, like
That's his breath attack,
fire,
which is
fault. So
one
the
obviously one of his big
breaks.
actions.
As a reaction, but I
Cool.
don't think I'm allowed a reaction.
Hobgoblin's turn. There's one left, and it's going to make 4 attacks against Arlo.
Is it really at this point?
Your fire
She
is
goes.
broken.
She kind of looks at the dragon as she's going, "What the fuck is he doing?" But she kind of looks at the danger in front of you. Actually, she doesn't do that. She's going to.
You still alive?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
missed me
yeah.
completely. It missed me completely.
So
I'm the only one still on.
He's half fighting, half
conscious.
cooking marshmallows off of our corpses.
How much you on?
What?
Cool.
HP?
Yeah, how badly are you like bloodied looking or?
No, I'm fine.
he's fine.
Nothing's fucking. I've been
She goes.
That's her fucking darts.
As she kind of looks as the kind
What
of
about you?
wreck of damage,
I'm on-
she looks at you and goes, "Fuck this." She disappears.
Fuck.
She magically teleports 30 feet in a direction that you don't know. That one over there.
Which one? Oh, this one.
Yeah.
I'll
She's out.
move her out of the way. Do you want me to get rid of the dead ones?
Dead.
I mean, everyone's dead.
Everyone is dead apart from Arlo and the dragon and Salazar. What? Not Mikado, I guess.
I thought are you dead?
He's unconscious.
Ansem.
No, I'm alive.
Oh.
I'm on his tail.
You look over the edge and you see the complete wreck that Gambion has done. You see Erebos unconscious on the floor. You don't know if he's dead or alive. You just see him, kind of flames around him. The trees are on fire as well. Drogon's down. Dusty's gone. Oh, ow. The hobgoblins are all kind of charred as well. What goes through Ansem's mind?
At this point, the thought of I would do anything to kill him right now. Anything.
Cool. Calcifer looks up to you and goes, it kind of comes back and fizzles in and goes, "I fucking told you."
Shut the fuck up.
And she goes, cool. It goes to Arlo's turn.
What is going on?
You actually make a wisdom saving throw as you are, all this flame just appears around you.
I'll put my dick on it. Wisdom save.
What's the weather been like, by the way?
Overcast this evening.
Well,
It's not dry or anything. is it?
14.
Well, when you got this far, you got
I
Eight-
pretty
18
feel that's going to
so.
happen
and
anyway.
The
you are
campfire survived.
like you've not seen
No shit,
nothing
I'm
like
freaks
this.
out.
And you see the dragon like
Is he coming back for another pass or
he's turning, but he's starting to pitch.
like going away?
No, as in like he's going to turn for
He's
another.
going to come around.
He's
for
going to
another
come another sortie around.
pass. Right, I'm going to try.
Ooh.
Oh Christ!
That's back.
You hear him like roaring as it echoes, and its roar even bends the trees.
I have nothing else in my arsenal.
Wings like a hurricane.
No, I don't have a fish.
Well, what happened to the fish?
I
Okay,
get
Claws
the
like
fish
spears,
to,
teeth like swords.
I get the fish to eat.
Yeah.
Jar of beans.
Wild magic spell. Wild magic powder has given me each creature within 30 feet of you becomes invisible for the next minute.
Oh my god!
So
What the fuck?
you are invisible.
Dude, that's the saviour of the
5,
heart.
10, 15, 20, 25. Erebos is invisible. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You are just about invisible.
Me?
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're in 25 feet of our life, so you're now invisible. You are not invisible, and that is the only people left. 5, 10, 15, 20, plus height, no.
Plus Salazar.
Salazar's
Right in the back of
invisible.
a tail.
I don't want to be invisible, man.
You
got
suddenly see them.
Some shit to put Dragon Butthole.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that your act? That's
A
your
bristle
action.
spear.
Entire action.
Abyssal Enema.
Invisible for the next minute. Invisibility ends when it attacks. Where invisibility ends on a creature when it attacks or casts a spell. So I am just fucking hiding.
Cool. You go
I'm
somewhere
just
to
hiding
hide.
under. I'm hiding under.
Because he knows where.
Actually, no.
Gambion knows where he's going. So if you
I'm-
end up where he's going, you're going to get.
I'm
eliminated.
gonna. Oh, the sort of smart thing is, I'm now invisible. I'm just gonna go hide near all the dead people
Okay.
because he's already been there.
Cool. Okay.
And I don't think he's gonna. I hope not.
Well, if he had that wider gap, I'm pretty sure he's just going to wipe over anything anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just gonna. I don't know. At this point, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm possibly piss myself.
Okay. Anson, it's your turn, and you've just seen what Gambion has done.
probably will not do anything. Never mind, I can't do that, it's too far away.
Yep.
What did you roll? What did you roll?
On the wild magic stuff. 7.
And how close is the cliff edge before I jump off by
I've got a
accident?
very different one to you. The
there.
rail of enfeeblement.
Yeah.
It might be a different.
Oh no, there's like loads of them.
I
So
thought, yeah, it's
it's just funny because like,
yeah, I've got that's a homebrew one, isn't it?
is it? I don't know. Oh yeah, it's homebrew.
Yeah, it's a better wild magic, so
Is this the one?
possibly, yeah.
What's your plan?
There you go.
I'm gonna have to wait before he comes back. I'm gonna have to wait for him to come back before I can do anything, so I'm gonna ready to cast a spell if he gets within range.
Cool.
At the end of my turn, I'm gonna attempt to break the fear. Just hoping getting a nat 20 works, basically.
You need 20. Don't you need a 24? You need to.
I just rolled it.
What isn't your max? You can get is 23.
What?
Yes, but is it for nat 20?
You serious?
It's auto success.
I'm not even
isn't it?
joking.
No, not for but not
Oh.
for these checks. No, it has to be a.
That's
above
2
the
fails,
check.
man.
Okay.
Oh no! Don't roll it yet. Don't. What are you doing? What are you doing, you silly
I
boy?
was testing the waters.
Never test the waters. You
Very
curse
treacherous.
yourself that way. Everyone who knows the dice gods never roll it in prehands. So that's how you kill yourself.
Yeah, that's what happened to my space character, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rolled a 1.
Yeah, because I said to you, you can either roll it or you can wait till next week, and then you rolled it, and then you died.
There we go. Exactly.
Okay.
Just. Right. Be patient with your death.
Well,
What are you doing?
Alright. I'm going to.
Roll
just
20
gonna say, there's anyone out there watching this, just seeing this, help us. Help me. And I'd like to do a religion roll.
Cool. Who are you praying to?
Anyone.
Okay, you're
that
going
gets-
through a phone book at the moment.
It's the,
One,
I call it out.
Wait,
Help.
And
wait,
it's the whole. I
You do you what do you
help.
You're a
Anything
do?
drow.
else?
These?
Sorry.
You're a drow.
So it will be anyone that instinctively goes, I want that.
Okay.
Want help?
Oh,
So is
Want to
anyone-
help? Whoever's a nice guy.
oh.
Just a
A
question.
16.
Raven Queen.
Oh.
No. I'll message you.
16. Cool. I'm gonna wait for Adam's message to see what happens. I've got an idea in my head, but we'll see what happens. I'm intrigued by what Adam's
I really
message
hope
is.
this god like kills this dragon. Just imagine the XP of that.
Do you actually want to know his XP?
Yeah.
That'd be like fucking
17.
17,000.
17 XP.
Ready? Come on, let's play. Price is right. Adam can't because he's very good at remembering these things. Go and guess what Gambion's XP is.
What the full
As
Full
as
dragon.
the dragon.
Full XP. Yeah.
That's the dragon. 17,000.
30k.
Okay.
60k.
60.
Just to double me.
30,001.
What?
30,001.
Cool. Ryan's the closest with 62,000.
Oh shit.
Fuck's sake.
I-
We all know you did it just to spite me.
So I'm now level 30.
Ooh, interesting. I quite like that one, and I'm going to use it. Cool.
Too easy, right?
Hang on.
Right, so off as you stare off the edge of the cliff.
This is why.
Still wouldn't level me up. I wouldn't go to the next level if we killed this dragon.
Nice. You
Huh?
see,
Well,
you
it'd be
probably start praying, and you start
12,400
praying,
Plus mine
and
wouldn't level me up because I've only just leveled up.
Oh shit.
Gotta kill the dragon.
kind of in the woods. No, how do I want to do this? No, off the cliff, you see almost the visage of a woman, a beautiful woman, long black hair, where kind of the cloak up, kind of this long white robe, almost looks like Galadriel, but with black hair, and she looks to you, and she goes, "You know what you must do. Suffer through the trials, and strike when it's right. Do what must be done. Save the power. Strike when ready. And then she disappears. Ansem, anything else that you want to do?
Next bit would just be dialogue, really.
Cool. Okay.
So I don't know if you want me to wait till next turn since I've done a thing.
Well, yeah. Let's do it because I know what Gambion's going to do. So, cool. Erebos.
Oh!
One fail for Erebos's death saving throw.
Good job, Ed.
Drogon. Oh,
Pass.
pass for Drogon.
Pass your death saves.
Cool. Salazar, you're on the tail of a Gambion. He is going to
Listen,
legendary
every
action,
week.
use a
it's
tail
like,
attack
Joe's
to
not gonna
fling
die
you
this
off.
week.
He make a strength saving throw as he's trying to
Strength.
fling you. Yeah.
Beast, I'm still enraged, so that's advantage on that.
Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna leave my hands up because I'm not gonna move it. Can someone verify the roll I just did?
Oh yeah, that is a
one.
nat 20. You ain't getting.
He gets a plus 10.
Yeah,
another
I've still
roll.
got a yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I was 4 away in total points
What's that from?
to beat his 30 basically.
He flings you down, and you land in the canopy.
How high up were we?
Quite a bit. I'm just going to roll a couple of d6. You take 10, 16, 17 points of damage as you and then into the onto the floor.
I'm
the canopy
unconscious.
helps you a bit,
Unconscious.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
but you land down. Gambion turns. He kind of keeps an eye over the ground, and he comes down and he almost lands onto the cliff edge. And literally, as he's approaching, you see him morph back into his human form, right towards you, and go. Now you see my power, and this, and much more is available to you. We want the same thing. You know what I'm looking for. You want it too. We'll both have it and survive the end. And make this world anew. And he offers a half-scaled hand to you. No calcifer, no bounds, no goblets. Power to power. He clasps your hand and he shakes it. And he goes. You see his eyes flicker and they almost go into like these dragon eyes. You guys are held back up to 1 HP.
Oh, nice.
And you.
I got
That
one
me.
HP.
He clicks and
I got
goes,
1 HP.
you know what I am. Trust me.
Douchebag.
Barely scratched the surface. And you see him not even turn, he just walks into the forest, leaving the trees that are still on fire.
Walks into the forest.
And
Yeah.
just disappears off. God, I just collapse to my knees. It's exhausting.
Cool. I think it's a good time to end it here,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
So everyone's back at HP. Obviously, you're invisible,
Yeah.
but obviously you can end that at will, so it's up to you. So,
Remember how we had that long rest? I remember. Two farms remembers.
the time when the dragon killed your entire party,
Yeah.
until we found remembers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, have a long rest. Oh, I feel very regenerated in my experience. Another long rest, everyone.
So yes, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please follow our Twitch. Please like us on Facebook. Please search on Instagram Lightfoot Dice.
Yay.
That's the one for Jay's dice business. Also, help us obviously share our posts, share our pages, and let your friends know. Because more people we know, the more stuff we can try and give away. First one up is a medium encounter miniature, which Adam's going to do, and we're going to take some nice photos of it, and we'll give it, obviously do it part of the giveaway. So if you want to be part of that, make sure you subscribe to all these things, and we'll let you know how you can win it. Any other plugs for online?
Don't do shady deals with necromancers, kids.
Yeah. Don't fuck with ancient gold dragons who are really pissed at the world. And have a good night, everyone. Bye.
In fairness, how was I meant to know?
Yeah, you weren't.